Okay, we're here. What's going on? Well, I'm here. Philo will be here in just a moment. How's everybody doing? We living the dream? Who do we have? Tragic 20 days? I appreciate you guys being here. So, first of all, sorry I wasn't here yesterday with the things going on, and I had a weird, not really a headache, I just a little off, but we've had to get some stuff under wraps for the year and everything like that. We've been talking about schedule and all those things. I will be taking Friday off as well this week. So just letting you guys know in advance because I'm going up north with my mother. So Twyla may go live on the channel here, depending on timing and everything like that. I might do something remote with you guys so you get to see me in a little corner here out and about while she's doing the thing, playing a game. Yeah. So I want to give you guys a full update on what's going on with Warframe. So my Warframe account, I tried to merge it. I thought it merged. It linked, so it erased my PlayStation account. They got back with me. I can either proceed forward with where I'm at, or they can revert both of them back and I can lose recent progress. I don't know what I want to do yet, because I want to keep my PlayStation account, but I also don't know that I'll be playing it, so I may leave them linked. I don't know. I don't know at this point. But there is no merging of my accounts, so because I played on Switch and copied over to Switch, I can't merge my PlayStation account now. Yep. So it's been a hard one because on one side, I love the relationship that I've had with DE every step of the way. On the other side, very much made me keep a Heisman arm's distance away because I, on a personal level, don't really have an attachment that I once did. So the other side of it is like, I've needed the time away from the game because I don't want to piss in anyone else's Cheerios about it, because I still know that playing the game for the first time, it's fun, it's enjoyable, and I don't want to take that away from anyone. So there's that. What else do we have today? I did not realize that we had something like 4 dozen eggs chilling on the counter from our chickens. So we took a dozen eggs to each of our neighbors on each side. So DMAC, the one that streams, and then the ones on the other side. So we took them some actual fresh farm eggs today. Yeah. So that was exciting. Love being neighborly. I feel like that's something that is kind of lost to the times in a lot of areas. And after living out of this area in other states and in big cities and everything, it's something that's very much lost. So I love it. It's good. And what else? Oh, chickens decided to jump over the fence today, and they were in one of the neighbors' driveways just eating their gravel because doing chicken things. And we had a bonfire outside because we had like all our Christmas boxes and all this stuff just kind of in the fire ready to go, and then we roasted it all today. So cleaning up, little early spring cleaning because it's been warm outside. But I figured we'd kick off with what do we have? So what do you guys, let's start here. Who likes neighbors? I love our neighbors. I hope they don't move because we have amazing neighbors on all sides. No outside things for me. Yeah. As soon as Twyla's here, we'll talk about this thing. But you made okay. Straight, you should probably preface that with an additional sentence because that sounds weird. No, Straight's one sentence is, "Oh, I made an 11-year-old girl speechless today." Yeah, context is key, bud. Bam, what's going on? Tomorrow's supposed to be like 60? Yes. You bought her a piano keyboard? For her? Oh, that's awesome. Like for a neighbor or what? Lady friend's daughter. Oh, that's awesome. Little nap in because I didn't get to bed till like 12 of them. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so I will say this to you guys too. Like, there's a reason I'm not playing a game right now. So I'll run down the list with you. Liza P, I'm on Nameless Puppet. I'm choosing to do that off stream because that's all I'm on. I don't mind doing it if it was part of like a grand thing where I'm doing multiple bosses and everything. But to just sit and base roll on that today, I don't want to do that to you guys either. Palworld, I've been playing it a lot. Warframe, until I make a decision about what I'm doing with my account because of the merger and everything, I can't really play it because if I roll it back, then I lose all progress anyway. So the few times that we've streamed it, I would lose that if I do roll it back. I don't know what to do at this point, but your daughter the keyboard via her daughter. Oh, gotcha. Did she love it though? But yeah, I'll either send mods or like post it in Discord or something about some things going on. But I will not be here Friday. Will not be here Friday. I cannot stress it enough. You guys could do me a solid and let others know that I won't be here Friday because there is a slight possibility. I haven't talked to Twyla too much about it that she may go live and then I might do like remote to you guys from the road or something like that. But I'm going to help my mother Friday. So there is that. Super depressed. I thought I'd cheer them up. That's cool. So what kind of keyboard did you get then? And who's your favorite keyboardist? Mine would have to be the one from Duran Duran. I've seen them live, and that man playing dual keyboards, phenomenal. Tell your friends and neighbors. Tragic. Wow. All right. Let's roll into this. What do you guys think about the recent video game layoffs happening? More than 6,000 game industry workers have lost their jobs in 2024, continuing a dismal trend from last year. Many of these layoffs hit Activision Blizzard, the giant behind blockbuster like Diablo 4, even as new owner Microsoft got a revenue boost after acquiring it. The industry is always volatile. Game Reporter, blah, 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 blah. But it's sad. And Miss J, you've been around long enough that we've had this discussion. I said 4 years ago and 3 years ago, very specifically because of things that came out in the market, I said, we are going to see a normalization of the market as it is one of the newest fields to exist. That, you ready? You're unmuted. Okay, so that there will be things like this happening. I also had brought up about 2 to 3 years ago talking about the Atari generation and how we have an overabundance of subpar games being made where it's flooding the market with crap. And it is bound to happen that we're going to have a lot of acquisitions and things like that. I wish indie devs all the best, but there's a lot of junk being dropped. So while we do have successes of games like Liza P, Phasmo, Palworld, things like that that have come up out of the AAA market as well, and new
Which has been
devs have come through, which is
fantastic, yeah.
great. There's also been at least 100 to 1 of garbage games that have come out at that same time.
Well, not necessarily garbage games, just games that there's
what are
really
you linking in chat? What do you? Oh, that keyboard. Okay. Oh, that's not. That's about like the one. I don't think this one. No, this one doesn't have a digital screen on it and everything. Oh, that's cool. You can put digital sheet music. Or is that just a holder? No, that's for an iPad to go on. Yeah, we have one like that up north. I didn't even think of that. There's one sitting up north like that with the stand and everything. That's cool. It syncs with. That's awesome.
Oh, I don't think ours does that. It's a little bit older. Probably like 10 years old or something. It's a nice one, but.
Yep.
How about Chad here? We don't have
But
good
yeah,
reception.
I agree. It's sad that these things happen, and I guess the biggest issue I take always, and I've said this many times, is am I dual screening you now?
You don't need
ready?
to. We're not playing a game. You don't need to show my screen.
Or I mean your camera.
Oh, my camera. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, there we go. Got it.
Camera's fine.
So the biggest issue I have is that a lot of people always want to go to the whole thing of like, why are these devs doing this? Why is this happening? Their business. One, they're beholden to their shareholders to make profit.
Yep.
And two, the big fish is always going to swallow the small fish.
Yeah. And I don't want it to happen. I want competition for these big AAA titles. You know, I want them to push the AAA people to make better games. You know, and I want there to be, you know, a lot of selection out there. But hey, Tink, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, there we go.
But yeah, that was my one thing there. Okay, here, let's go to this. 25 weird lawsuits you wouldn't believe were ever filed.
True story.
Okay.
By the way, on these.
Man wants to legally change his age. Plaintiff lost, by the way.
I love the fact that it says result right there.
Yeah.
Plaintiff lost.
Wanted to legally change his age in order to avoid ageism. Claimed he felt discriminated against because his real age was affecting his job prospects as well as his chances of success on Tinder, a popular dating app. The judge explained that many rights and obligations are age-based and that changing the legal age could cause many complications.
Like, I give the guy credit for, you know, trying something, but it doesn't actually make you less old. He's trying to figure out.
Well, my whole thing is this. Okay, so
all right, have a good one.
If you get the right to legally change your age, let's say it passed.
That'd be terrible. Like
it's one thing to be 69 and look 69. It's another thing to be 40 and look 69. Okay.
Why do you say 69 years old?
Because that's how old he was.
Why would he not want to be that age? Like, come on now. That's prime age right there.
Because he's not having success on Tinder.
He's not getting 69.
All right, here we go. Next one. Woman shocked jelly beans contain sugar.
I am so appalled that they actually have sugar in them.
Sugar has 61 different names, so it stands to reason that some people may not recognize the ingredient when reading nutrition labels. This happened to a California woman who sued jelly bean maker Jelly Belly for using the term evaporated cane juice instead of the word sugar in its jelly bean food label.
I gotta give him credit. That's pretty creative. Evaporated cane juice.
Yeah.
That's... Oh. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I know, right? Tragic. Like, it's so shocking.
My issue is not that. It's this. Okay. I was about between like 12 and 16, I'm going to say, when they started really forcing labels on everything. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I remember that whole
And
debacle.
it seems since then, now that we have more labels, more people are dumb to those labels.
You know, remember when they used to give you at school? I don't know, maybe they didn't do this. The little skull and crossbones stickers, like a set of stickers that go put on all the poisons and stuff in
Under
your
your
house.
sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember having to do that because things weren't labeled poison previously. You just knew don't drink the stuff you clean with.
But to be fair, we have gone a little far on marketing to where, Tide Pods look like candy. I just want to eat them.
Nope.
What? Tide Pods
No.
Tide Pods don't have sugar in them.
Have you looked?
No, I tasted them.
How to adjust the stuff. Now it tells you not to drink the comment. Yeah, right. Exactly. Tragic. Exactly.
Yeah. So my thing is this. Okay, I grew up in an area where, I graduated in an area where they would put up deer crossing signs because people hit deer. So does that mean that they're now changing that because it should be known how to adjust things, but that people were actually drinking those contents? Was that an actual thing?
I got nothing. I don't know what to say about that, to be honest, because you sit there and you try to protect people and then they just end up drinking the poison anyway. So
I remember one of the long-standing jokes of my childhood was the label on your bed that said, "Don't tear this off."
The mattress under penalty of law.
Yeah.
Yeah. And couches. Like it had to have that tag so
Like a hairdryer
everybody
in the shower.
Wait, did someone actually like sue because of that?
Yeah.
Because they thought they could dry their hair while they're showering? Come on now, that's not. Like, you're literally standing
covered in
underwater.
water,
Let's try this while it's wet.
Completely conductive, covered in water.
Like, here's your sign. Like, really? Come on.
Under penalty of law, this tag is not to be removed except by consumer. Right.
Right,
that.
exactly. Tragic, that one. And hi, Beerman, what's going on? The product says to not eat or drink its contents. Pretty good indicator that it isn't good on ingesting it. Right, but the fact is, Buttons, in order for them to have to put a tag on there like that, that means someone did try to eat it.
Buttons, what I'm saying is there was not a single fluid that you would put in a car during my childhood that said do not ingest on it.
It never said that on any
We
of that
just
stuff.
knew that this is for car, not gravy.
Putting motor oil on your mashed potatoes.
Right.
You put washer fluid over some ice to make it an icy.
It's been coming out recently. Do you know the whole backstory of Prohibition and everything? Like, there's been a lot of reports on it and actually where the timeline falls and looking at the chronological order. What was the purpose of Prohibition? It's partial speculation, partial truth to it based on the timeline.
I don't know.
Because before we started adding catalytic converters and all these random things for emission control to our cars, we used to be able to power our cars with alcohol. So the fact was, people were able to make sustainable fuel sources in-home using their own bio-waste.
Huh.
And large oil pushed forward for that not to happen. Now, I'm not saying that is the only reason nor the end-all be-all.
Right.
But it's also the fact of it's dangerous because then everyone basically has a meth lab in their home. But
yeah.
You've never had 5W30 on your mashed potatoes?
One of your friends' family used to light the barbecue grill with gasoline. I just told him, explained a lot.
I can legitimately say that I have thrown a bowl of gasoline onto a fire, not thinking about it, and it does make a loud whoosh.
Recently. What was that, like last year?
I'm going to say
That was
that
like last year.
I got like a tip job to my eyebrows from that one.
With flour? Yeah, flour is highly flammable, yeah. To exercise the used air filter. That's so gross. Oh, that's so gross.
But do you guys actually read the labels of things? Like, maybe I shouldn't have this, because I also look at the labels of some things as well, and how many things have like aluminum in them now.
You mean like food products?
Yes, I mean food products. I also mean almost every deodorant.
Deodorant, yeah. Well, actually, I haven't read it in a while. But
Aluminum, so like one of the metal substances that does not naturally occur in the human body.
yeah.
All right, anyway, moving on to the next one here. Man sues date for being on her phone. Okay. Many people have a story about a date gone wrong, but most would forget about the whole ordeal as soon as it was over. A 37-year-old from Austin, Texas, however, could not let go of his bad experience and sued his date. He was so offended that his date spent the time they were at the movies watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 texting on her phone. He claimed the behavior was breaking theater rules and affected his movie watching experience. She agreed to pay him the $17.31 for her cinema ticket if he left her alone. Soon after, he withdrew the lawsuit.
Are the labels there because someone actually tried doing it, or the labels there because U.S. companies are trying to protect? Honestly, I think that it's a little bit of both. I think, honestly, a lot of them didn't start until someone sued them because of something stupid. And then I think because it was a trend of it happening more and more frequently, people were like, okay, let's go ahead and warn people that this might not be so great for them after all.
Yep.
Even though it's absolutely not intended for them to ingest, but, I digress.
All right, next one. What do we have? Foot-long sandwich is not a foot long. This one I already knew about.
Yeah, that one was funny.
They did settle the case, and they received, what was it? Who were about to receive $520,000 in fees. Judge agreed with activist and legal writer Theodore Frank that this was not fair and dismissed the settlement and the entire case. So it was settled, and then it got dismissed. They didn't have to pay anything.
What?
Junior Mints. Empty space in the Junior Mints box.
I'm angry about that, too. My Junior Mints box should be completely full.
Believe Tootsie Roll Industries tricked people by underfilling Junior Mints boxes. They sued the company because more than a third of the Mints box was empty.
Yeah.
44-page decision that a reasonable customer can expect some empty space. Here you go. How about this?
What actually constitutes, I need to know this, what actually constitutes as a reasonable customer?
Anyone outside the U.S. I don't know.
It was false advertising. And
Are we
hey,
shopping?
tell us what's going on.
No, we're looking at ridiculous lawsuits, such as customers disappointed that Red Bull did not energize them.
It didn't give them wings.
Red Bull's famous slogan, Red Bull gives you wings, got the company in some trouble. A class action lawsuit accused the company of having misleading ads and making false claims. So Red Bull settled out of court and agreed to pay $640,000.
Wow.
Kels, how you doing?
And that too, of course, Buttons. I'm sure people are willing to harm themselves to get a huge settlement from said companies. It's like people, but then again, you have situations too, like
King for not making me a king, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, you do
lawsuit?
get a little
Hold
crown,
on.
though.
I got one for you. Burger King Kids Club lawsuit. There was a lawsuit.
Wait, what?
Ended in 1999. I was part of the Burger King Kids Club, by the way.
I was not.
Tell your friends and neighbors.
I was not.
I think they got sued for advertising to children or something. because they'd send him all kinds of coupons and stuff and everything. Like, I know there was a lawsuit with it. What happened to okay, here we go. What happened to the Burger King Kids Club? It's still around. They just don't advertise as much. All the same characters are used, though.
Really?
I never realized. Hold on. I never realized that
Never
Okay.
realized that what?
stupid that they have one kid in a wheelchair, your nerd, your one token, your one Asian person, your one redhead, your one blonde, and your one douchey guy in the back. And that's the Burger King Kids Club.
Got to include everybody.
Two
Wow.
redheads. We don't talk. The nerd doesn't count as a redhead though. He doesn't meet the qualifier for it because he's got.
Of course, there's a dog too.
He's got glasses, so it hides his red hair.
Over ginger saturation.
We've breached our ginger allowance for the Burger King
Oh my
Kids Club.
gosh. Get the hell out of here with
Stop
that.
it. I can't.
Oh my god. I'm done. I'm done.
I can't. Okay. I digress.
You
They
can't.
used to send like weird rings and
decoder
like,
rings.
yeah. And they had special things like coloring sheets and stuff like that too.
7 kids in that picture, yet only 5 souls to be found.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh man.
All right, what's
Poor
next?
Frassy.
Is firefighters having a fear of fire a disability?
So I can understand, like, if said firefighter was fined prior to and then was in, like, some crazy traumatic fire while on the job and, like, really gave him, like, PTSD. I can understand that being a disability because they can no longer do their job at that point. But that's also something that you're kind of, like, expected to know that that's the job. I don't understand if I don't know whether that should be allowed as a thing or not. But if it's just because you're like trying to say you're a firefighter and now you're afraid of fire, like you're screwed.
But Kels, how have you been doing? And Typo, what's going on?
That's ridiculous,
This is-
tragic.
Okay, what else? Oh, that's all. No. Oh, here we go. Kidnapper sues hostage for escaping. Jesse Dimmick, a fugitive facing a murder charge, kidnapped a Kansas couple in September 2009. At some point, he fell asleep and they escaped. They sued Dimmick for over $75,000 in damages. His response was to countersue for breach of contract. He claimed he and the couple had a legally binding oral agreement for them to hide him from the police. His case was dismissed.
Wow. And yeah, exactly, Bierman. At least I'm not the one to think that way. Firefighter with hesitation is no longer fit for duty. Yeah, but it was the job that caused him to be no longer fit for duty. Like if you were to lose a leg
He was
or
hired,
something.
and they were saying that he was arguing that they were not accommodating his disability.
So
And under the ADA, they have to accommodate or make reasonable accommodations for it.
so he
they're
had a
saying-
fear of fire before he
Yes.
was okay. So then that is null and void. Completely.
How is that null and void?
Because he should not have joined the job where he was going to be fighting fires.
Well, ADA laws state
It doesn't matter. If your job is
It's not- listen,
is literally to lift
it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court.
No, and I can prove this. If your job is literally to lift something up and move it somewhere, and you have no arms and one leg, you literally are not able to do that. I mean, it sucks that you have no
you
arms
can
and
put
one
a
leg.
snowplow on the front of that person and they can lift everything. Listen, you make arrangements to make it possible.
Then you don't get that job. You don't try for that job.
I'm not saying I agree.
Yeah, I do see what Vorty is saying, yes, but like as a job of a firefighter, that is the one job that you know exactly what you're doing coming into it. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, it's not just going to be rescuing kitty cats out of trees.
Yes.
That is not a reasonable accommodation. Right, exactly. But I do see what Vorty is saying, and he's not entirely incorrect.
That is how the ADA works.
Yeah,
I've had to deal with some of that stuff before where I had to deal with HR because people pushed for something and they were not even fit to do the job that they were being hired to do.
Like Jerry Lynn?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to explain the story to you guys. I had a woman that was working for me.
This pisses me off so bad.
I was 22 at the time. I was a store manager, and we got a new district manager that took over. So my direct superior, and she decided to bring someone over with her that was legally disabled in the state of Texas, but not in the state we were working in. Since she was working in another state, it didn't carry over her disability. So she was able to work out of state, but still claiming disability in that state, which I believe
it was all fraud.
Yeah, it was complete fraud.
It was so messed up, the whole situation.
Basically what happened was she had one of those big standing punching bags fall from, I think, 4th shelf up directly onto her foot and sever her nerves in her foot.
She worked at like a sporting goods store or something
I think it's like
Texas.
a Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
She had to have surgery, and she had an implant unit put in to where it sent electrical pulses to keep her leg working. They were said to work for 10 years, and she was at the 10-year mark and needed to have it redone. But it would have laid her up for multiple months to do that, so she had to just deal with it. What the result of that was that occasionally she would be on a ladder and go, my leg stopped working.
And she couldn't climb down.
She can't climb down or anything. We, on paper, for our job description, had to be able to work roughly 50% of the time alone. So now I had to actually hurt my business because my boss required me to hire this person and made me take my peak time employees off of peak time to have someone there with her at every moment because she could not be there alone. So during Black Friday, peak weekends, midday, after people got out of work,
in case she got stuck on the ladder,
I was working either alone
anywhere.
or with one other person for a lot of that time. So we lost business as a result of it. I proved it. I had to go to HR about it. I had to go to loss prevention about it. And they never ended up doing anything.
Nope.
So
well,
when I
because
left,
it's a disability,
yeah.
and they couldn't really. It was a huge lawsuit if they were to do anything about it. And Vorty's boss knew all about it at the start of it,
and still proceeded to hire her, and then forced me to make accommodations to have someone there at all times with her.
Yeah.
To the point that it hurt the business. Like, it was bad.
It was bad.
And it wasn't like a big store at that time. We had one person up to like 3 or 4 people working at any given time.
That was back when Vorty and I were first married.
Yeah. That was my first management job. I learned a lot at it.
Yeah. But the thing is, if she was working on her own.
So this is how it would work. We opened the store alone, and then about noon was when we picked up. So we would be there from 8:30 in the morning until noon alone. We opened the doors at 10. So from 10 to noon, she would be alone, but she couldn't be alone. So that's where I had to put someone at 10 to noon where we would only have like 3 customers come in.
But that means she can't do any stock or
Correct.
Go get a piece of clothing for someone off the higher racks.
So she wasn't
or whatever.
able to do
do
any non-peak time activities, any major things like that. Yeah.
But it is, though, tragic because then you're commenting on her
tragic. The problem was when I talked to HR, here was the issue. She wasn't legally disabled in the state she was working in. So she was not required to do that, nor could we ask about it because of it was a medical condition that was pre-existing in another state.
Well, and not only the HIPAA laws, you can't ask someone about their medical stuff. It's their own personal stuff. You know, they don't have to tell you anything. So yeah, it was a really crappy.
And here's the thing:
situation.
don't get me wrong, she was a super nice lady.
And she was a nice lady,
and she lived across the street from the bassist mother from Sum 41.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so her car stopped working. I drove her home one time. She's like, "Oh, by the way, do you know the band Sum 41?" I'm like,
"They're playing in the garage."
She's like, Well, come on over. And they're across the street. They're having a barbecue. I'm like, okay.
We've met a lot of bands that way.
Yeah. So there's a random story for you.
Yeah, forgot about that. That was so long ago. There's someone actually, he's one of the longest subs in the channel. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, if you ever look at the stuff on the Stream Elements panel and in Vorty's panels. His name is Ashit. His name is actually Ashit My Pants.
Yep. That was his WoW name as well.
His WoW name. Yeah, right, Savant? Exactly. But no, he
had two character names in WoW. It was Ashit, as in Ashit My Pants, and his other was his hunter named Buster, and he had two pets that he brought, was Cherry and Hyman.
Yeah. I miss Bill. He pops in every once in a great while. He's a real cool guy. He's got a family now, and it's so weird because he was such a young kid when we first met him. He was like, I guess not really a young kid. We were like 24, and he was like 18. I guess he's not much younger than us, but it just seems.
I'm just gonna tell you guys, he looked very Caucasian, but his whole family was Mexican, and he didn't tell me that. And he's like, "Hey man, you think you could help me move to his new apartment?"
I remember this.
Okay, this is in Arizona. His best friend's father owns a Spanish-speaking only computer repair company called Latino Tech. Okay, so I'm driving my vehicle, following his El Camino and the Latino Tech truck to show up to what was about 20 people at a backyard Hispanic barbecue.
Oh, those are the best.
And he's like, by the way, there's a lot of Mexicans here.
Those are the best, though. I'll tell you what, there's some damn good food over there. That's the best. The best food.
He was awesome, though. Yeah, he worked for me for what? 2.5 years? 3 years?
Was it only that long? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, definitely tragic. Yeah, exactly, Savant. Mm-hmm.
But mind you, I had my... What did I have at the time? Was it my car?
Okay, now that's really funny, Beerman. What?
But we made the trip to move all the stuff out of his apartment in one trip with those 3 vehicles. The Latino Tech truck, it was piled over
Hillbilly,
with like flapping tarp.
What's that one show?
Beverly Hillbillies.
That's it.
Oh, it was great.
Beverly Hillbilly style. Quinceañera. My one of my best friends got married to a Hispanic guy, and I'll tell you what, had a full mariachi band and everything there. Man, that was so long ago. That was so fun, though. Some great
I had never
music,
seen a mariachi band until that moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was some in restaurants and things like that, of course, but not like full-blown.
I'm talking walking
fancy.
Around in full garb.
Yeah, it was awesome. Loved it. Now that was a big wedding too.
It was.
Yeah.
There was what? Probably 400 people there?
No, at least, yeah. Something like that. She's still one of my best friends. But yeah, so what's the next story? What's this McDonald's one? Boy?
Same price for a burger with and without cheese at McDonald's.
Yeah.
2 McDonald's customers from Florida sued the fast food chain for $5 million because they were made to pay for a quarter-pounder sandwich without cheese the same price as the sandwich with cheese. A judge dismissed the case with prejudice, which means they can't file the suit again. The basis for the dismissal was that the plaintiffs could not prove the price they had to pay caused them any harm.
Yeah, it did. My pocketbook is now lighter because you charged me for something I didn't get. Quinceañera is pretty much a waste of time. What? Those tend to only do it for the party and attention. Well, yeah, of course. What do you mean a waste of time, though? That's the whole idea. It's for the party and attention. But what else? What other reason is it?
Their vows for it.
Dude.
I mean, that's a fair point, though. But decided to get greedy? Yeah. I think it'd be funnier if the judge was like, I rule that you have to pay 30 cents.
Vows.
McDonald's had to send each of them a check for 30 cents.
It'd be funny. Vows, definitely not vowels. He means vows. The vows
Oh,
that you take
here,
for
here
your
you go.
quinceañera. For your
Plaintiff
kids.
1. Husband sues wife over ugly baby. Boy meets a pretty girl. Boy marries the girl. They have kids. One similar tale did not have such a happy ending, however. Jian Feng from China saw his newborn daughter, who he said was incredibly ugly and did not look like either parent. He accused his wife of cheating on him. At that point, she admitted she had several plastic surgeries before they had met. He sued on the grounds of false pretenses, claiming she misled him by hiding her cosmetic history. He won the case, and his wife was made to pay more than $120,000.
I remember hearing about that. I didn't hear about the judgment amount.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened for makeup and things like that as well.
Oh my gosh, I've seen what some people can do with makeup. Holy crap. It's insane. Honestly, but it's a lot easier to hide. It's a lot more difficult to see what someone look like if they have plastic surgery. Makeup, you just go swimming with them, take a shower with them, and
They make this a
all that
waterproof
stuff
now.
washes off. No, not the stuff that they use to when they cake that stuff on. That's
No,
not
they
waterproof.
make like a paraffin kind of coating you put over it, then you powder on top of it. Done. Then that stays on. You can almost peel it off and stick it to the wall when you're done with it.
Wait, is it really Bierman? Thing for legal costs for McDonald's though. Price costs over 100,000. Right, exactly, Savant. Whole purpose for Keen's is not only celebrate being 16.
Is that the overarching purpose of it? I mean, it makes sense.
It is, but honestly, I think nowadays, Matt. Yeah, I think it's also it's not necessarily, it's a personal thing. It depends on the kid themselves. But I think a lot of them now are just in it for the party and the money and whatever they get from it.
So you're saying basically keeping the tradition of the good things that come of it, but not taking the responsibility that comes with that.
Right, exactly. That's with a lot of people. There's still some kids I'm sure out there that are willing to do that, but
Plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wait, in Cyberpunk, really? Yeah, Savant, that's true. If McDonald's were to lose that case even for 30 cents, then they have every customer come back on a class action.
and say, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Woman blames scary poster on falling. Woman from New York said she fell down the
Nice,
stairs
Matt.
at Grand Central Subway Station, injuring her foot and ankle after seeing an oversized scary poster for the popular Showtime series Dexter. The poster showed the face of the main character under a plastic wrap with his eyes open. She claimed it was disturbing, provocative, shocking, and fear-inducing. The judge disagreed, dismissing the case, saying the network was under no obligation to maintain the stairs at the station or that it created a dangerous condition.
I don't know about that one. I could kind of see that one going in the direction of the plaintiff. Because of if they put a sign like that right by the stairs, anything that's going to be startling
Like if you
like
rounded
that.
the corner or something?
Yeah, like anywhere else other than right by the stairs where there's a tripping, falling hazard. Anyone just gets shocked,
Only
you know.
in the U.S. would that be an issue?
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, I wouldn't blame the makers of Dexter, but I would blame the
Yeah, like here's the thing. I wouldn't say
the-
that
bus terminal or whatever for it.
who did she try to sue? Like if she
No,
tried
that's
to
so good,
sue
Matt.
the actual station for allowing things to be there, I could see that. I couldn't see the placement of the poster because that's not
Right. No. Colby Jack Swiss salami and pepperoni on a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, I bet that's really good. I've got some tomato soup. Got some bread. I got some pepper jack cheese.
Okay,
I don't
what's
think that's gonna be
next?
the same.
drinking beer does not make fantasies come true. All right, here we go. Beer commercials often feature beaches and good-looking men and women having fun. Most people understand this is not real, but not Richard Overton. In 1993, he sued Anheuser-Busch for $10,000 for false advertising. He claimed the beer ad caused him emotional distress, mental injury, and financial loss. Overton said the company's ad showed beer's ability to enable scenic tropical settings and beautiful women and men engaged in unrestricted merriment. When
I,
this was actually not the case, he lost the suit.
yeah, I don't see.
You don't see what?
I don't see how you could even attempt to hold that up in court.
I'm going to say they tried to keep that mentality in the 2000s even. Like, not now, they don't really do this, but we used to go to places like I went with Jeff, my old assistant, and the Miller Lite girls would just show up there randomly.
Yeah.
And they don't do those things really anymore. Just people try. Yes, Beerman, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the United States, though, in a nutshell. People just sue to see what they could get away with.
Like alcohol advertising altogether. Oh, I remember it was 1995, 94-ish that they banned Joe Camel, the Marlboro Man, and all these others from actual billboard advertisements.
You know it's up to over $10 a pack for cigarettes here nowadays?
I had no clue.
It's crazy.
Well, what do we have here?
Hey, what's the next one?
Lawsuit over using just 75% of lip balm tube. You can't get that last bit of lip balm out of the tube unless you scrape it out. While this has been true since lip balms have been sold in tubes, a California woman filed a lawsuit alleging consumers were conned into thinking they could reach the bottom with their lips when they can actually use just about 75% of the product. The court disagreed that Fresh Ink, the company being sued, tried to lie about the real quantity of its lip balm and that a reasonable consumer understands how such dispenser tubes work.
I have to agree with the courts on that one. Because it does say how much is in there because it is weighted. But
yeah,
you have to understand that there's got to be that little bit so that it stays on there.
You used Axe and you were immediately teleported to a high school locker room.
Right, I know.
Like old
Dang,
feet.
Beerman. Wait, for what? Tragic? You caught yourself and steadied yourself on the freezer rack? Some old lady said I missed out on a... Oh, man.
What's this?
Pocket Pair has a new co-op Metroidvania roguelike that rips off Dead Cells way harder than Palworld ever copied Pokemon, and its Steam Next Fest demo is awesome. That is a really long title. Like ketchup bottles and such.
So,
I mean, you can completely empty a ketchup
crazy,
bottle.
Matt.
That's not a problem. You just put it upside down for a little bit.
I guess my issue with the headlines that they use for stuff like that, yes, they're trying to take Pocket Pair down because they're not a AAA developer that's going to fund giving good reviews of games, such as how the AAA games do. So they're going to try to shut them down immediately by making them look bad.
No, that's making it look good. It says in the demo was awesome. They're saying it's a great game.
They are saying it's good?
Yeah. They're saying that they copied Dead Cells way harder than Palworld ever copied Pokemon, but the Steam Next Fest demo was freaking awesome.
Okay, that does look good.
Copycat game, but making them better. Yeah. How many games are... honestly, that's so many games, though, nowadays. Really. There's just about everything has been done. There's so many actual video games out there.
Okay, so I'll compare it to something else, and this is where I'm going to really say it. Growing up near all of the GM stuff and everything like that, it was improvements upon existing inventions that made every bit of it better. It wasn't anyone making new things. It was people making things that existed, but doing it better.
Yeah.
So I don't see how any game company, like for Palworld, for instance, can complain about the way that it is because it took existing systems and made them better.
And that's exactly it. And that's exactly it, Beerman. Like, Dead Cells did copy Metroid and Castlevania and all those other types of games as well. So it's like, okay, what's first, the chicken or the egg?
Which was just Contra.
Right. And I don't know why everyone's getting all upset that, oh, you stole our game.
Which Contra was just bad dudes, which, like... That's why I said it's all Doom. It's all Pong.
It's all Pong.
Yeah. Tell me it's not. What do we get after Pong? We got that game where you're the two tanks and you drive around. Now we put extra blockades up. Then after that, what we get? Tetris. Now it falls from the sky. Then what we get? Dr. Mario? Okay.
No, because then after that, it was like games like Pitfall.
Okay.
And it's not Pong. I mean, it evolved, but I mean, the Dead Cells not just, yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm going to start saying. Oh my gosh, that game you sent me, Matt, it looks just like Pitfall.
It reminds me of Pong.
No, Pitfall. Like it's side scroll.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Side scroller. It's Pong. Or Pitfall.
Yeah.
Inspiration from other, right? Exactly, and not only other things, other games, but like real life. Pokemon is all inspired by mostly real animals, like fish and squirrels and rabbits and I don't know, worms and all kinds of stuff. Like it's inspired by real life stuff. Like you can't. It's nothing new. There's
Mario
only
ripping off Pitfall. Yeah.
What's Pitfall, really, Matt? Back in my day.
Well, and I forget, what was the entire character of Mario supposed to be anyway?
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Like, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it was using Popeye as the protagonist. That's what it was. The original Mario game was supposed to be Popeye as the protagonist. So they were inspired by Popeye and ended up making Mario as a result.
Hey, Rid, what's going on? I am going to go out on a limb here, and I really don't think that Nintendo is going to do anything to Palworld.
So let's talk about that. Okay, let's say what result can come of them going after Palworld?
They get money.
Okay, but they also get hated.
Yep.
So they lose market share, and they know that.
Yeah, exactly. Colossal Cave Adventure? I don't know if I know that one. Savant? What was it? What system was that on?
Colossal Cave Adventure.
Probably not actually winning. Right, exactly. Like, I really don't think that they've got, and I think they know that there's possibly a case, but it would be really difficult to prove, and it cost a lot of money in court, and it would be a lot of negative publicity for Nintendo.
That came out in 76. I'm just going to say
Unix? Oh, yeah, that's before my time.
Nope. I'm just going to say it. I was born in 81. And
he's much older than me.
Stop
it. Right, exactly, Ms. J. So contrary to everyone thinking that Morty was born in 75 because of his name, he was not. He's an 80s baby.
Like, I don't see anything coming from Nintendo trying to go after Palworld.
I don't think they will. Awesome dudes being born. Can't imagine who might else be Beerman. Like that, Beerman.
No, I did go back and play some previous games. Like I said, I had a Commodore. I played on a television, ColecoVision, briefly. Sure, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that typo.
We'll go with that.
I love your math.
You forgot about a few years, but that's fine. So the earliest games that I remember really playing, though, because I did play on some of those early systems. I did play Pong and a lot of the Atari games and everything. But where I really got into gaming was once NES landed, because
that was the big
7, 8 years old at the time.
That was the big hit.
And the big one, like, okay, yes, I played regular Mario by myself when I first got the system. I played Duck Hunt like crazy. That's great. I played Punch Out, all that stuff. But it was Mario 2.
Yep.
Where we went on release day, and it was my father, my uncle, and I, and it's like one of the very few memories I have with my father. We sat and played that whole game all the way through. So that's about where the era was that I was playing games. And then I got into Final Fantasy 1, and I found a love for RPG style games and more long form games, and then started playing MMOs in 1995.
Yep.
Restarted switches from one broken Atari. Oh wow!
Nice, Savant.
All right, you ready for the next one? Because
I'm
remember
ready.
I remember this case. Man sues Michael Jordan for looking too much like him.
Wait, what? Sued Michael Jordan for looking like him?
Yes, because he started getting attention from it, and it caused him to get turned down for jobs and things like that.
Because he looked like Michael Jordan.
Yes. So he argued that it caused him emotional and financial distress because of that. Many people would be happy if they looked like a celebrity, unless that celebrity was as famous and loved as Michael Jordan. Alan Ray Heckard from Portland sued the basketball legend and Nike for promoting Jordan for more than $800 million. He claims he had been confused for Jordan every day in the last 15 years and that it caused him permanent injury and emotional pain and suffering. Heckard later dropped the charges without giving a reason.
I bet Jordan just gave him like a couple $1,000 and said, "Here, just shut up."
He probably gave him $1 million. It was said what? Jordan only made, I think it was 20% during his career.
It's all after his career.
No, during his career, only made 20% of his revenue from actually playing basketball. The rest was all from endorsement deals.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
I actually went to school with Michael Jordan, and he was an overweight white guy with super blonde curly hair. I mean, yeah.
Definitely not the same.
I was in 6th grade homeroom with him.
How do you remember that?
Mrs. Geis was my teacher.
How? Okay.
It was in cluster 2.
I know what school that's from. Yes.
Yeah. How do I remember that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I can
how
tell
I
you where
remember
the seating arrangements were still.
like your NPCs in games. Nah, I don't think so, Ms. J. That's 2 hours ago. Like, right. Need something? Go for it. Have all of those.
You better get out of my lemon cookies.
No, he's eating mine.
Yeah,
Go for it. No, go for it. No, go for
Try
it.
those lemon cookies. Those are good. What were we talking about? What?
Oh, well, huh?
Man sues himself for $5 million.
Wait, what?
Prison inmate Robert Lee Brock is nothing if not creative. Brock, serving time for breaking and entering at the Indian Creek Correctional Center in Virginia, sued himself for $5 million, claiming that he violated his religious belief and got himself arrested. And since he has no income because he is in jail, Brock asked that the state pay as he was a ward of the state. The judge dismissed the case.
Gotta give the guy credit. That's pretty crafty. Definitely not gonna hold up, but pretty crafty.
So I'll tell you what, there was one teacher I had a crush on in elementary school. And the kicker is, when we moved back to the area, my son had that same teacher.
Oh.
It was my 5th grade
Really?
teacher. Yep.
I did not need to know that.
Because when I was in 5th grade, she was like 25.
Yeah, our son had her
Yeah.
for 5th grade as well.
Yep.
I never knew that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. What can I do to get an A? Right, exactly. As a 5th grader, 12-year-old,
I
11-year-old,
like the idea of doing jail
10-year-old,
time.
whatever. 10-year-old. I can math, I swear.
Yeah, Beerman, like that wouldn't be bad. Like, go ahead and push for that. You're in jail anyway. Do the thing.
Right, exactly.
All right. Popeyes getting sued for chicken sandwich being out of stock. I also remember that there were fights that broke out over this.
There was so much crap that happened because of these chicken sandwiches. And I'm like, it's a freaking chicken sandwich. People are like getting shot in parking lots because of these damn sandwiches. Like, what the
Tennessee
heck?
man sued fast food chain Popeyes Louisiana Chicken for $5,000 for running out of its famous chicken sandwich because, he claimed, the restaurant wasted his time trying to fill his order. Greg Barr said the company deceptively advertised the sandwich, which was only available for a limited time in August. Barr is also suing for damages to his car that he said occurred at the restaurant's parking lot. The case was scheduled to go to court in January.
Like this January? Like that just passed?
That was in 2019. I don't think that it ever came to light
Probably
publicly
not.
what happened.
Did
He was
anybody
like,
have one of those
"That's
sandwiches?
not
Were they
okay."
really that good?
Savant, wow.
I don't eat at Popeyes.
Too much ice in Starbucks drinks. Case
Wow,
dismissed.
Savant. Wait, what?
I gotta say this. All right, I'm
Wait,
gonna.
what was that?
Is
Read
there?
that again.
Hold on, before we go there, we've had Popeyes recently. I know that you can go to certain
Over a
places.
year ago.
Whatever, it's still recent-esque, but I know that we could go to one and maybe have a bad experience. But I'm not impressed with Popeyes. The value for the quality for it, like it's not good. It was
Eh,
okay.
eh.
But if I want like cornbread, I'd go somewhere else. If I want chicken, it was above average for fast food chicken, but wow.
They just wait. So wow, that's crazy. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that, Savant. Not impressed.
Pronounce that person's name.
Always raw. I can't see.
California resident Alexander Borozesh. Borozesh
Borozesh.
threatened a class action lawsuit against Starbucks, saying customers who ordered cold drinks from the beverage giant received less liquid in their cups than advertised because of too much ice.
Yep.
District judge put the case on ice. He ruled that even kids know ice is in a cup, reduces the amount of liquid they get, and customers can also clearly see the amount of ice in a clear cup and ask for less ice.
I always ask if I do get a cold beverage from Starbucks, I say light ice. Especially like my pink drinks. If I ever get them, it's been a long time since I've had them.
Man claims Uber ruined his marriage. French businessman sued Uber for $48 million, claiming that a flaw in the ride-sharing company's app played a role in the dissolution of his marriage. The businessman said he borrowed his wife's cell phone and used it to log onto the Uber app. He claimed a glitch in the app caused it to continue to send notifications of his whereabouts to his wife's phone, even after he logged off, and apparently some of his movements caused a problem with his wife and their marriage ended in divorce. The result of the suit is unknown.
Basically, she caught him cheating on her through
because
the
he
Uber
had to
app.
have location service on.
Yeah, through the Uber app. And wow. I'm sure that's not the only couple that's ever happened to.
Plaintiff lost. Mom confiscates son's phone. A 15-year-old boy in Spain sued his mother, claiming he was mistreated after she took his cell phone to try and get him to study. He also sought jail time for his mom and reimbursement for legal expenses. Judge ruled in favor of the mother, saying she was within her rights and acted responsibly to get her son to crack the books.
The fact that even got heard in court bothers me.
Well, it has to be heard in court. If the lawsuit is made, you have to see it in court.
A judge can dismiss it before it even gets heard. Yeah, exactly, Savant. Judges can dismiss it before it even...
Yeah, that would have been amazing if the judge was like, you're not allowed electronics until you're 18.
Yeah.
Nope.
Right, like, I wish the judge would have, like, went hard on the kid for filing a frivolous lawsuit. Entitled little...
Okay, we already know this. Like, trespassers sue property owners.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of these
one.
ones. I'm not going to bother with that one. Okay, moving on.
Yep.
Man sues dry cleaners, breaking satisfaction guaranteed promise.
Okay, I got to hear this one.
The court ruled against the dissatisfied customer in Washington, D.C. dry cleaner who sued the dry cleaner for $54 million for allegedly misplacing his pants and ordered him to pay the company its legal fees. The customer administrative law judge Roy Pearson also could not prove the store lost his pants. Pearson's suit was based on the claim that the store's sign said satisfaction guaranteed. The case drew national attention as well as sympathy for the defendants who received funds online for their defense. Plaintiff lost that one because he wasn't satisfied, and since they had satisfaction guaranteed, he tried to state that there was legal precedent to say, since I'm not satisfied, you need to make this right.
That's a tough one.
Wait, City of Batman versus Superhero Batman.
Wait, what?
This is fake.
It's got to be fake.
Wait. Lawsuit did not get filed. The mayor of Batman, the name of an oil-producing city in southeastern Turkey, said he would sue Warner Brothers and movie director Christopher Nolan for using the name of the Turkish city without permission for the film The Dark Knight. The city's
What?
mayor wanted compensation from the movie's royalties, claiming the movie's success and negative psychological effects on the city's residents and hurt local businesses trying to register in other countries. The lawsuit, however, was never actually filed. So there's apparently Batman Turkey.
That's your first problem right there. It's probably pronounced something differently, not just
Sleeping
Batman.
student sues teacher for waking him up. The parents of Danbury High School student Vinicius Robiche said their son suffered hearing loss after one of his teachers slammed their hand on the desk to wake him up during math class. The family sued the school board, and the city, but apparently the case fell on deaf ears and collapsed.
Good. Actually, so our son used to fall asleep in class all the time in this one particular class. And his teacher would always like scare the crap out of him. And she'd tell us all about it. And we'd laugh our asses off. If he fell asleep,
And
wake his ass up.
she was former military too, so she's like, I'm trying to be nice about it. And they're like, no.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Wake him up. He shouldn't be sleeping in class. Yeah, exactly. Like she'd slam her hands down on this desk, scare the crap
Or
out of him.
drop a book on the floor next to him.
Or just yell his name out.
Woman sues for false weather prediction. In 1996, settled out of court. Woman from Israeli city of Haifa sued well-known television weatherman Danny Rupp for a false weather forecast. Rupp had predicted sunny weather and it rained. Based on the forecast, she left her house unprepared for inclement weather, took ill, and missed work, she claimed. The woman said Rupp's forecasts were legally binding. She won $1,000 in out-of-court settlement and got an apology from the weatherman. That's the way it should be until they at least get 50% right. I don't think the weather should be a thing on television. Every time that I have watched the weather on television, it has been wrong.
Yeah. My app is a lot more accurate than the TV weatherman.
Student sues for A+. Oh, this is in Michigan.
Oh, yeah?
Ryan Delecta was a senior at Memphis High School in Michigan and believed his work experience as a paralegal at his mother's law office for one of his classes merited an A+ instead of an A. His family sued to raise the grade to an A+, which would have made him valedictorian of his class. The suit also asked that publication of the class rankings be blocked until the case was settled. The plaintiff lost.
Just because you did outside work doesn't mean that it's going to raise your grade. That's something that needs to be determined prior to. Your work in class is not worthy of an A+, then you don't get an A+.
So, I do believe there needs to be some transferable skills that we start to teach, so we're not raising mindless drones to learn how to take tests. So there is one side to that. So I would have to side on the opposite with this one.
It was something that was not discussed prior to the start of the class. Them asking for that at the very end means the kid didn't get a 100% in the class. So he was trying to get that little extra bonus to put him above the other kids that did get 100% in the class, which is BS. Because if it's a deal breaker for valedictorian, the kids that get the grades in the classes, I mean,
Fight for it if you want it.
Unless it's previously established, like near the beginning of the class. If it's established at the beginning of the class, then that's completely fine.
We don't know if that's why the plaintiff lost. That could be why. There was no arrangement prior.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying it should be something that you can fight.
Your grades, possibly, yes. It depends on the
we have labs in
circumstances.
college. Why wouldn't we have labs in high school if it's an available thing to do?
Who says there's not? I had labs in high school.
I'm saying if you could prove relevant work experience to the class that you're in. Tell your friends and
So, like,
neighbors.
if I'm in high school and working a full-time job, like I was my senior
Then
year,
you
I
could
had,
get a single grade bump in your economics class or your whatever.
if it was established prior to, then yes.
It's
I-
fine.
Yeah, but it has to be established before.
I'm not saying
You
established.
can't wait
I'm
until
not
the-
saying established prior. I'm saying established by the school board. Period.
Okay, and that's fine, but it has to be set up prior to. You can't wait until the very end of the
I didn't
school
say
year and say, "Oh, my
Still didn't
grade
say that.
sucked. I need to get this little boost.
Still
Give
didn't
me
say
this
that.
boost." That's what I'm
I
saying.
never mentioned that.
That's what I'm saying.
I never mentioned.
Well, I don't.
So okay. All right.
Yeah.
Next, that's all of them on that. All
What?
right, now we're gonna talk Florida Man.
Oh, the good stuff. Here it comes.
So I already gave a little explanation. So again, I'm not going to be here on Friday. Potentially, I'm going to put a pin in that. I'm going to say not going
He's
to
not
be
going
here.
to be here.
Hold on. If I'm up north still, there is a chance if I get it set up prior that I might be able to do a fun thing where maybe Twyla goes live for a little bit from here and plays a game, and I am doing a mobile thing with you guys.
We can have you down in the bottom corner or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If I set it up prior. Would you guys want to see that? Me just walking around and doing things in a small town? Maybe eating some chicken fried rice without my wife?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I have to go help my mommy.
We found some stuff out today that really kind of, we had an idea, but it threw us for a loop. And we're crunched for time now. So
It's an awesome place. So actually, it was in Michigan when the railroad expansion started to happen. There were some Chinese immigrants that came over, and it was along what used to be a railroad town that became an actual city and everything like that. So there is a multi-story hotel basically that became the housing area as their family members came over legally, and they have a restaurant on the bottom of it. So it is
an
phenomenal.
amazing Chinese restaurant. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And it's an
So
old
good.
Victorian style, like 6-story hotel building with a restaurant on bottom.
And they also sell like actual Chinese culture stuff down inside. They've got this like a curio cabinet that has all kinds of cool stuff inside that you can buy, as well as some teas and things like that too. And oh, it's so good. It's so good. And our favorite thing to get while we're there is just the chicken fried rice. It's just so good. Like, I think it's like $12 though for a thing, for just this, those little boxes that you unfold.
It's so good though.
But it's so good. It's like the best chicken fried rice I've ever had. And it is so worth it. Exactly, typo. No, that would be with me though, Matt. Yeah, we are doing a subathon coming up on the 25th of this month, which is a Sunday. And then possibly because of the subathon, depending on how long it's gonna go, we might be streaming our D&D sessions. I'm still waiting on confirmation from everybody in the group. The wife of one of the people is okay with it. Our DM is okay. His son is okay. But we're waiting for confirmation from the wife's husband. And I think he's not okay with it. But I said if Lordy and I are the only ones on camera.
So if we're doing a subathon for extended time, we're still going to have to do some adulting, basically. I figured it out when we did the Lego stream, and that's why it was important that we did that. Would you guys like to basically come along with us as we do the things? And we can keep it going, and I can literally type in chat and swap a scene over. I don't have it set up on this profile to do it. But basically to go grocery shopping or go whatever. It's not going to be every moment. It's like if we're going to keep the stream going seamless.
This is what you guys get to come along with us and do all the fun things.
Yep.
Go and work out with us at the gym for like an hour or two a day. Go out in the backyard and tend to the chickens. Like there's going to be all kinds of just random stuff that we'll be doing during the subathon. And like today, actually, I tried getting this stupid chicken stream back up. There's something wrong, I think, with the cord. So I gotta go buy a new one. I'm gonna probably hit up. They probably have some at the gas station. But
Are you missing? Beerman, you were here for that. No. It wasn't cereal.
man.
It was rice.
No, it wasn't rice. It was
rice.
Pocky. Pocky was in the rice aisle.
Still not in the rice aisle.
It still is.
No, because rice is in 2 aisles and yours doesn't make sense. So no, you can see that now, Beerman.
No, you can see us interacting with random people because there's always, every time we go to the grocery store, Vorty and I like get into some sort of an argument, and then the random people are listening nearby, and they all bust up laughing at us with the stuff that we're doing. You want to restart it? Sure, you did it, Beerman. That's exactly what you're trying to do. That's exactly it, Matt. Thank you.
And that's what I said was the international aisle.
Which is where the rice is.
And she said, no, it's in the rice aisle.
Which is where the rice is. No, you said it was down the soup aisle or something like that. Some random.
Said the soup. Why would I say that?
I don't know. That's why I said
the
it.
international aisle.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
I think Matt can testify to that. And hi, Snow, what's going on? Really walking to the end of the block and taking a look at most of the time.
No. Dude, check this out. All right.
This is
Florida
so
man
ridiculous.
drives vehicle into the ocean, ignoring closed access gate. Let's read it before we go into the thing. 49-year-old man faces charges after he drove around a closed beach access gate Tuesday and took a drive in the ocean. Okay. Deputies said they responded. According to the arrest, a deputy witnessed 49-year-old Jason whatever walking away from a lifeguard who was on scene in case there was a medical emergency. Okay. The beach was closed to traffic due to high tide, and also explained that he failed to pay the fee to access the beach. Okay. He's only got a bond of $200. Here it is. This man wasn't just driving along the beach. This man's driving in the beach.
He's driving in the freaking water. Like, it's a Ford effing Ranger.
I just wanted a day at the beach, so here I am.
Like, why? Why?
And
oh gosh,
Valkyrie, it's not so much about it being a snow news day. It's about it's election year in the U.S. and there's a lot of things that are negative in nature and things like that, and I care not to talk about them right now.
Yeah, this is funny
I
stuff.
just wanted to be reminded that there's always going to be someone doing something at a exponentially more dumb rate than I could even comprehend. And here it is.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely not that there's no news out there. It's just we're trying to take a break from all the crap that's there and all the ridiculous stuff that's online. I'm just trying to find some funny, just random stuff to talk about.
I can say I have seen people fall into the ice on their cars and everything, but I can say I've
not
also...
this year.
So I learned to drive in a Pontiac Lamaze, okay? That was all built up for racing and everything, and that was the first thing I drove on in a field. And then beyond that, my grandfather was the second one to let me drive, and he said, here's the keys, go drive on the lake.
It's true.
I'll tell you what, a rear-wheel drive truck driving on the lake is one of the most fun things ever because you can get it up to about 40 miles an hour and kick the e-brake and turn the wheel, and you just basically spin about 30 to 40 times. Yeah. Ugh. There's that one. What else do we have? Florida man steals Snoop Dogg bobblehead, but later has a change of heart. Most of them said they were just following GP. They just don't look at the road. They're just like, we'll be there soon. Florida man stole a pricey piece of memorabilia from Fort Myers restaurant, but later does a 1, 2, 3 to the 4 and brings it back. The man walked out of the Cantina Laredo in Fort Myers with a Snoop Dogg bobblehead. Surveillance cameras were rolling when he went for a breath mint, then took the bobblehead, walked out the door. The 43-inch figurine is valued at about $12,000. The Snoop Dogg bobblehead.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
And yeah, that's
Surveillance-
exactly it. No, I've heard of that a lot. People, yeah, and sometimes people do just go through a really bad time and they make some stupid choices. Whoever knows whatever it is that they're doing, what they're doing, but sure, it's funny to read about some of these things.
Okay, so the surveillance video, and he did a Crime Stopper tip. He was told to drop it. So, wait.
What?
Crime Stopper led to the suspect.
Uh-huh.
Officer said the dog napper turned himself in, called the sheriff's office himself, and confessed to the crime.
Wait.
Told to drop it off at the station, but instead he returned it to the restaurant by trying to sneak it back in. He was caught and then arrested. Awesome. How about this one? Booty Patrol, Sausage Slinger, and Butt Naked Driver lead wackiest Florida man stories of 2023. You ready for this?
This was good stuff. This one was funny.
Okay. So this guy showed up with a truck painted just like Border Patrol with the green stripe and everything, but it says Booty Patrol on it.
Booty Patrol.
Was slapped with criminal charges after the DeSoto County Sheriff's Office caught him with a pickup truck that was allegedly decked out nearly identical to U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, but instead of Border Patrol, the truck decals said Booty Patrol. So did they get him for impersonating an officer or what?
See, that's the thing. I don't know what they actually got him.
Oh,
on
no, here we
charges
go.
for because
He's being charged with unlawful use of a police badge and unlawful use of blue lights after a post from deputies about his truck went viral.
police badge. So those things, then yes, if he's got blue lights on the top of his car or truck and he was flashing around a badge, then yes, I can understand that is illegal. But just having the car painted the way that it is, I personally don't think that that's illegal. But I don't know.
Hold on. What? Without a Publix mention, Publix the gas station.
Uh-huh.
One man was arrested back in November after he allegedly stole Chili's coworker's wallet and used her credit card to buy a pumpkin and beer from Publix. Deputies eventually found that pumpkin on his front porch, and yes, the pumpkin was seized as evidence.
Right, exactly, Savant. Wow. I can't.
So, okay.
Wow.
Here we go. Man tried to get flight attendants to join Mile High Club on Spirit flight to Orlando. Agents say. Man also accused of grabbing a flight attendant, asking disturbing questions about the cockpit.
Okay, so that is sexual harassment right there.
It is.
And a place like a plane, you can't get away from it, especially as a worker on the plane. You can't get away from it. That is inappropriate, and I will definitely say that is inappropriate. However,
so he grabbed multiple, like,
no, that's sexual harassment. 1 mile up, 1 mile out. I know, it's Spirit. Come on now, you know that doesn't even go that far at all.
have you seen some of the videos of the Spirit Airlines landings, by the way?
So ridiculous.
I don't understand how these people got their license, but yeah, assault, because he actually physically grabbed them to ask them questions.
Yeah,
Underwear-clad Florida man accused of prowling after bonsai theft.
Wait, what? He stole a tree?
Yes.
Bonsai tree?
Wait. He
And
wasn't.
arms.
We're saying underwear-clad. Let me read this because I didn't read this part. Florida man was taken into custody after he was spotted in someone's backyard wearing underwear around his neck.
Wait.
According to... The caller explained that someone was seen in their backyard near the dock wearing a gray hoodie, black shorts, and a dark mask on his face. Upon arrival, the officers found the man, identified as Troy Stewart, in an empty lot along Everest Parkway. Stewart was discovered lying on his stomach between a tall hedge and thick brush near the seawall. Yep, similar to the caller's description, police said Stewart was wearing gray hoodie, black shorts, and a dark blue pair of underwear around his neck. How much did the flight attendants give the idiot to drink before? I'm willing to say it happened right after takeoff.
It is possible that he did get drunk and was making said things, and if that's the case,
But that doesn't make it okay.
No, it doesn't. But there is certain limits that you're allowed to serve in regards to beverages, alcohol when you are on flight, and flight attendants know this.
So, Stewart told the police he was running along the canal for exercise due to its aesthetics and to avoid cars on the road, and the underwear was intended to protect his face from the cold. So that was his answer when he got caught. However, Stewart added that he had been confronted by two other men, so he ran away to hide, according to the release. Police said they spoke with the two men who confronted Stewart, both of whom live along Everest Parkway. One told officers they saw a man in a gray hoodie and black shorts walk through his backyard, and he shouted and approached him, the release states. He was able to remove his hood to see who he was. He said his neighbor then escorted him to the front yard and ran away. Another neighbor told officers they reported two of their bonsai plants valued around $7,000 as stolen earlier in the month.
So it's not necessarily him that did it, but...
No.
And in that city as well as Cape Coral. Oh, nice. Now you're in Arizona.
That's crazy.
And yeah, those are all good questions, Snow. There's a lot of information that we just don't know about in regards to that.
Yeah. But this is also why I don't necessarily...
But either way, sexual harassment's not okay regardless.
I don't necessarily love just headlines of these brief articles that they do online now because they don't give the whole story or they don't have the whole story.
Right. They're just doing it for quick headline clicks.
But even if it's just a beacon of truth to show a whole story that's happening, it's still ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, Florida Man Games. There's an actual site for it. If you guys want to go, we could all go. It's this month.
Yeah, it's the 24th.
Wait,
so it's
what
like
is this?
2 weeks.
They added more stuff to it. There's an Eat the Butt challenge. Calm down. We're talking. Competitors must finish their pork butt platter in the fastest time to place highest in the initial bracket.
I was going to say, I think it's like a pork butt roast or something. It's not an actual eat the
So,
butt.
guys, welcome back from the ad break. If you're watching ads, we're just talking about the Eat the Butt challenge.
Oh, my gosh.
Pork butt. Weaponized pool noodle mud duel. Test your strength inside Florida Man Games Coliseum. Massive above ground pool. So it's an above ground pool. You can register your teams for all these things, by the way. Tell your friends and neighbors. Evading arrest obstacle course. Okay, jump over fences through backyards and away from actual police officers to earn your freedom. So even the law enforcement of the area got involved to help with the Florida Man things, and they're embracing the culture of it. Category 5 cash grab. Subject yourself to Category 5 wins as you scramble to catch as much real cash as you can. All right, here we go. We get a race with a catalytic converter, 2 bikes, and a handful of copper pipes. Race against time. Compete head-to-head in a race that lets you live a day in the life of a Florida man like headline. Sweet.
Oh, gosh. What was the belly bump?
Right here. Florida Sumo.
Yep.
What they call it on all the others is beer belly sumo.
beer belly bump or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. The refs. So here's the refs for it. And I don't think you knew this before.
No.
Nitro and Ice from American Gladiator.
The girls.
No, the guy and the girl.
Okay. Yep.
It's literally
remember
Nitro
them.
and Ice.
I didn't watch that stuff.
Come on.
I didn't watch that stuff. I'm sorry. I can't help you with
You
that.
didn't watch American Gladiators where they were shooting the tennis balls from on? Come on.
American Gladiators. Yes, I did watch that sometimes. I did enjoy some American Gladiators. That was fun stuff. American Gladiators was fun. That was a different show completely. And hi, Equestrian, what's going on? Miss J with that booty. Mm-hmm. What
So-
other events did they have there?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Ice doesn't look like she's changed. Yeah, that's true.
Which is great though, because
Because you got to think these
That
guys
was
were
what-
in their like 20s or 30s when we were kids.
and that was like 20 years ago. So the fact that she hasn't changed much, that's amazing.
like these guys are in their 60s now. We'll put it that way.
Don't say that. No, there's no way she's in her 60s. There's no way. She's got to be like maybe 40s.
Ice from American Gladiators. Ready?
Age.
Born 1963. She's 61 years old. Yeah, American Gladiators was early 90s.
I know that, but
How about Nitro here? 59 years old. Let's find out how old is the American Gladiators? How old are the there we go. American Gladiators now? Where are the American Gladiators? All right. Nitro, Zap, and this is just the women's one because this is from a women's health article.
okay.
Okay. The show ran from 1989 to 1996.
So 7 years.
Yep. Okay. The cast of the show was robust. However, some of the main members included the Netflix documentary Laser, Blaze, Nitro, Ice, Zap, and select others. Okay, cool. Jim Star, Laser. Now 61. Okay.
Don't this is just ruining everything for me. Don't say
Ice.
this because
Who's also 61. Okay. Zap.
wait, go back up to her.
Zap.
Zap above Zap. Zap
You
looks
talking
rough.
about Ice?
Yeah.
That's who's at the.
I know. I'm saying scroll up because
This is
does
an old
not look
picture
like-
of Laser.
she looks fantastic for a 60-year-old.
Right. Zap is 59. Works as a personal trainer and massage therapist, former bodybuilder. Okay. Tower. That was the big guy. Yep.
Yep.
60. Nitro, 59, which we already know. Storm. Storm used to take people out.
Yeah, she was
the
awesome.
football
I
one-
loved her.
Hold on. The one that had the 5 bins, the one center bin and the ones in the corners where they
Yeah.
tried to run through.
Yep. Diamond.
I don't see her age on you. Wait. Storm's gladiator career came to an end when she tore her ACL during one of the show's live tours. That's what happened to Storm. That's why they replaced her.
That's painful.
Diamond. Oh, Diamond's who replaced Storm. That's right.
That's so sad.
Gemini.
That's so sad.
Yeah. There you go. That's wild. Wait, Sports Illustrated did a thing on them as well?
Of course they did now and then.
There you go.
I mean, they
Gemini-
look fantastic though.
Wait. The youngest of the 3 children, Wes, a 4th-year defensive end
Panthers.
with the Carolina Panthers. That was Ice right there. That's who's going to be hosting it.
Breakthrough and Conquer was the football one that you're thinking of, Snow said. Some of them juiced up and it shows. And
Breakthrough and Conquer.
Issues.
Yes, that is the one.
Some of them, yeah, of course, but
Malibu.
Back then, that wasn't really
best hair
necessarily
on
a
the
bad
show.
thing yet. Malibu, no.
Saber. Oh, that's
Is
right.
That Jay Leno.
That's right. He played. I forgot that was who played Jax on Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That is Jay Leno.
Oh yeah, man, that was a
Yep.
long time ago.
Dallas. Okay. Boxing and wrestling.
Dallas looks good.
Trains MMA fighters. Okay. I don't
He
remember.
looks good too.
I don't remember the others here, but okay.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, back to our stories.
But that's all I got.
Okay.
That was everything. What do you guys have going on? Like, here, does anyone not know American Gladiators?
The mic there at the end was the main host. That's what he
Oh, was it?
Okay.
Breakthrough and Conquer, right here. Let me just go to images of it. Like this was. If these guys could get. No, I'm not talking about Breakthrough and Conquer. This was the one where they had the football field where they're trying to run past. I'm talking about with the 5 actual bins where they're putting like the dodgeballs into it.
Oh, where they chuck them real hard at
Where
the
the
people
center
running.
one gives 3 points or 5 points, the outskirt ones give 1 point, and there's 2 sides where you can grab from, and they put 3 or 4 actual gladiators in the center versus the 2 guys, and they're beating the hell out of them. This one right here.
Really take off.
It was
an amazing show, Bierman. It was so much fun.
This thing where they were on like the little swivel things.
It was basically random people that were kind of strong going against these like gladiators on these particular obstacles and things like that. And just watching these people get wrecked. Sometimes the people would win. Sometimes the gladiators would win. It was freaking awesome. Then it was 3 points. I don't recall the name of that one. Yeah.
Let's see. We had Assault, Atmosphere, Breakthrough and Conquer, Earthquake, Gauntlet, Hang Tough, Hit and Run, Human Cannonball. I love the tennis ball one though, where they're standing up on the stage, just
everybody with the
blasting
cannon
them.
things.
No,
Yeah.
like these things go like 80 miles an hour, and they're just getting pelted with them.
No, WWE. No, WWE is completely different. This stuff was more don't get me wrong, WWE is in its own way athletic, whatever. But this was, as far as I know, it wasn't scripted. It was just random people just going in there and getting their asses handed to them. It was funny. Can you pull up a quick little clip from American Gladiator Show, Bierman?
Yeah.
But yeah, the tennis ball cannons. That was the assault.
Let's see if we can find a video of Assault right here. Like what?
Yeah. It was so much fun to watch. Like we love this stuff.
Let me pause this music here real quick. Okay. So you got these random dudes, and they have chest armor on, and if they can shoot the target, it's an auto finish win. Otherwise, they got to progress to the next target, and the next target, and the next target.
And they only have so many shots per station, and they gotta wait. And they got these big old burly guys shooting at them.
This is a little like standing in the middle of batting practice without a glove to defend yourself.
This show was, yeah.
1 shot per person or per station.
Per station, yeah. This show was so much fun, though.
Let's fire there, Dwayne. Oh!
Got him. Oh, that's the one where. Oh no.
Oh, he got hit in the face.
That's the one where they did some actual damage to him. Because he was looking straight at it. It didn't get deflected away. right in the sinus, like right on the cheekbone. And it looks like it knocked his goggles up.
Yep.
Nitro, yeah. Who was it? Nitro and Blaze that did the assault mostly? Oh, yeah, that got him good in the eye.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Because I knew Nitro was a crack shot all the time. I watched a few of the shows, and I always see Nitro get his man.
But Nitro is not a headhunter. He's a fair competitor. He's just a good shot.
But see, he's just like a regular person, somewhat. Of course, he's athletic. Of course,
Yeah,
he's not the gladiator.
Well, they'd come through and they'd be like, this guy does fitness stuff on the weekends, but he's an accountant by day, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Like,
They'd tell their stories and stuff like that. It was a really cool show.
It
And you
seemed
could
like
see,
they
even
were-
after he got beamed in the eye, he's like, yeah, he had a great shot.
Yeah.
Great job. Like, you
And they
know,
were-
going into that, you're going to get hurt.
they were good with sportsmanship and everything. Oh, this one right here. I remember this one. Look at that 4:3 ratio on this thing.
Yeah, because the graphics were so fantastic back then.
Richard Seymour, who is now poised to begin the men's version of the assault. He's looking for a chance to get ahead now, and there's Gemini manning the gun, and Mike.
Come on, guy. Let's see what this guy's got.
That's Jax from
Yep,
Mortal
that's
Kombat
Jax.
Annihilation.
Those contenders.
Well, Todd, this is the one event where there's no physical contact between the gladiators and contenders, so Gemini can just stand up there and fire away.
Richard using some quickness to get away, and a somersault at gymnastic class is really paying off. Let's see if his aim pays off. He takes a shot right on the shield.
Yeah, and they're timed. What do they have? 1 minute?
Yeah, 1 minute, 60 seconds. Oh, so close.
Oh my goodness! Look at this! It's unbelievable. He's seen every episode of SWAT, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it?
Remember, he's working against that clock. He had 60 seconds when he started, now under 20.
Nope. He hasn't hit one.
Gonna have to take some
Has
serious
he?
aim here. Get a chance to get a
Got
good
20
shot. He's only
seconds.
got two more
I think this is his
opportunities
last
in
one,
less
though,
than
isn't it?
50 seconds. He got
Yeah,
it.
but you can also run past them, can't you?
I think so. And
It's
go
still
ahead and
1
hit it.
point if you run past
There's
them or
one.
whatever it is.
He hit it.
And there's a happy Richard Seymour. Here on the replay, we see that he takes his time, and
Boom.
there it is, right in the red area. Good for 7
That was
points.
such a fun show because it wasn't about like it wasn't like WWE. This was something that was
It was like Wipeout or like
Wipeout or like American Ninja Warrior, but not quite as
it wasn't as
intense.
competitive at all.
Yeah, it was fun. They'd have these big they'd have people standing on a big beam, like a balance beam almost, and then they'd have these big
That'd
giant
be
Q-tips.
Joust, by the way.
Yeah, and they'd have these giant Q-tips, and they'd try and beat each other off of the beam. And that was
Oh,
fun.
we can go watch that for a second.
That was so much fun. I loved watching that stuff.
Sorry, we're taking a trip down memory lane right now.
This is absolutely the best jousting sequence in gladiator history. This guy was a captain in the Marines and he knew how to handle a pugil stick.
A helicopter pilot and laser.
Look how small that guy looks, though.
Holding his ground. Look at laser wail away, and he's off balance. Oh my goodness.
Got him.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, got him, yep.
This is just the beginning. Laser was such a fierce competitor, he couldn't stand losing, and it would just eat away at him.
He attacks, and his attack took him right off the jousting platform.
Oh, and this guy celebrating just added insult to injury. I mean, look at Laser
It-
here.
he-
He's trying
he did it to
digest the
himself.
loss, and it's not computing in his head.
have a re-challenge because you didn't beat me.
But yeah, so Bierman, this was American Gladiator.
Come on.
Good show.
You want to do it again? Let's go. So they're just doing a re-challenge. No points awarded or anything.
Do it again. That was a unique thing
'Cause it
about
was so
American
fast.
Gladiators. It was a perfect marriage between a sporting event and entertainment. And hats off to the captain for doing it again. He
You
had
just
my
dodged?
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this was one of those shows that you just loved watching. But it was people actually just wanting to have fun and playing games, you know?
Distinction of doing more gladiator episodes than any other gladiator.
10 points.
Richard's wife.
Oh, he broke the stick.
Watch it, watch it, watch it.
Oh yeah, he did.
Hit him another stick. Let's go.
Legendary contender Two Scoops came on as a contender coach for this season because the fans loved him so much.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it again, this time for pride.
Two Scoops Berry, Contenders coach.
Jousting in the world, the core against the Gladiators.
Laser was an animal. He had this switch that went off in his head, and when it went off, you never knew it was going to happen.
Oh,
Broke
he's
another
going down.
one.
Rage. He would
Did he really?
explode
Oh,
next.
yeah, he did. They just go flying off. And he's like, damn it. Just as I was getting some momentum. I'll tell you what, this guy, though, he's not going down. He's got some good balance.
From the stick. I don't think Laser has yet realized that the stick is broken. Bam, hits him in
He's
the face
keeping his
again.
weight centered
Second
awesome
round,
on his
hits
back
the-
leg.
breaks the stick on the back end.
Yes, this is definitely the best jousting sequence ever. If I were you, I would watch it over and over again.
There's the joust though. But you get to
But
see
yeah.
that one alone, it wasn't just beating each other. Like they agreed to go up there again and just have
Yep.
fun with it. There you go. But guys, it's been a couple hours. We're gonna take just a moment.
Yes,
We're gonna stand up real
definitely.
quick, have a stretch, and then
Yeah,
maybe pop into a game.
yeah.
We'll be right
And
back.
I'd like to hear what you think about American Gladiators.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear what you guys think about it. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate it.
Be right back. All right, guys, we're back.
And we're here.
We're
We're
back. Ish. Okay.
Ish.
I'm gonna get salty and play some Rocket League for a moment, and there's a reason. It's because I don't have a whole lot of time remaining, and with news we received today, that's why we were just chatting and doing the thing, and prepping all our stuff. That's why I took yesterday off. As I said, Friday I won't be here, but I still wanted to hang out today and chill with you guys. So we're gonna get a little sweaty. But what game should I play? Not today, but coming up.
Let me look at my list of games.
I've got Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Elden Ring, which I'm actually considering, and I've talked to Twyla about it. We haven't really announced it or done anything with it yet. Doing the Elden Ring mod so we can do full co-op play of the entire game without having to do the, okay, join me, do the thing. Like,
Yeah, the weird have to get mats in order to have them join you kind of thing.
Yeah.
How about finish Overcooked 2? Because we're pretty close to finishing Overcooked 2. That's another game we can mark off as completed on our list.
So here, we're going to go like this. We're going to go solo games.
Yeah, I'm excited to try Elden Ring together, co-op. That's going to be fun.
Actually, we won't go solo. I'll put that on. That's fine.
We'll just know that that's a
But
co-op game.
okay. What else? What do you got? Because I have our stuff here. Rebirth. What's that? What do you mean? What?
Oh. Wait, why is that, Bierman? I do want to play Rebirth, but it won't be on PC for a couple months after, so you got, I think, the later in the summer. I know April it comes out on PlayStation, and then I think August or something it comes out on PC. Which I'm honestly surprised at how quickly it's coming out on PC. Because it's always usually that 1 year
So we have
exclusivity.
What do we have here? March 22nd, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, it did come out with a release date. We have that in the Discord.
That one has a release date. That's March 22nd.
That one is posted in the Discord.
And then you have on there the Final Fantasy VII remake stuff, but I don't.
So the funny thing is, in the Discord it says 0 people are interested in your Dragon's Dogma 2, but I have clicked that I'm interested, and if I unclick that I'm interested, it says -1 people are interested.
What? Mine does not say that. Mine says 4.
Okay.
Or, yeah,
No, that's for the second one.
Mine says 4.
For Vorty, it
Both
says...
of them say 4 on
Oh,
mine.
okay.
That's a you problem. First Descendant, it says summer that it's coming out. Okay.
And then, of course, Soulframe, Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah. Soulframe, they said late 2024. We don't have a
Something
date.
like that, yeah.
And then we have Black Myth
Wukong,
which is supposed to be
August.
August. They
I think
said
it's like
August.
20th, I think. Is when
They didn't have a
approximately.
date that they had.
Yeah. And
They
then
said
there's
August.
also Hellblade 2, the Senua Saga.
Yep. Oop.
I'm sure there's others too. I can't think of any at the moment, but
Hellblade 2, and they said that was going to be late 2024 as well. So we have games that are coming up, but we don't have games that are out right now. So that's why I'm asking, you were expecting spring? I wasn't, because they had a lot of things to iron out, and there wasn't a ton of core gameplay for the initial release of it that you could really do. And that was supposed to be, what did they say? That was 10% of the game, or that
they
was...
say summer 2024, but
Yeah.
I don't know. They
So I'm
still
guessing
haven't
it's going
said
to be
anything yet.
It's going to be a July release.
Yeah, that one just came out, Bierman, Suicide Squad.
I don't know, or existing games too, because we have other games. Like, I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Overwatch 2? What else do we have? So I am going to add. Oh, not that.
Across country, like where are you hoping to move, Tragic?
I will add Palworld to the list because they are working on some updates to it. And they're
Yeah.
supposed to add more tech things, more pals, and more areas to it, more islands.
Yeah,
So
I'm
like
sure
in the
there's
water
tons more
areas
stuff.
we've already discovered, they're supposed to add more stuff.
Yeah, exactly, Savant.
Updates pending. Okay.
North Carolina. Okay. That's one heck of a move.
Oh wow. So and then like okay, obviously here, Warframe. Now that we have some people in here, I want to talk about it again. So Warframe, I got a response back
Finally.
about what was
today.
going on. So for those that don't know, I had tried to do the cross save to where I could combine my PlayStation and PC account. Because I had done the copy over to Switch, it made my account not eligible, but did not realize that. So it copied over my PlayStation data. So I have two options. I can roll back progress I've had so far this year, and
Which is
still have my PlayStation account, which I'm not really playing, but I would lose everything that was on it. Or I can
just accept it.
And continue on.
He had so much stuff, like so much stuff.
If I roll it back, I lose a little bit of progress that I've had so far this year. But I can give away the stuff on PlayStation and everything like that. Done. Problem is, I know that there's been some trade issues with people that have linked their accounts and everything as well, so I don't know that I would be able to trade with a lot of people. So that's where I'm at right now. I would like to continue playing. That's why I haven't been playing as much. I've been waiting for stuff there and to find out what's going on. Realistically, here it is. I stand by the game. I stand by all the stuff. I've had fun playing it. I didn't want to be, I guess I'll say, bitter about everything that's happened with the game because I know some people are new to it or still enjoy it or whatever else.
Right.
And that's not my case. I'm not bitter about the game itself. I'm bitter about the way that it's playing out. So,
which is kind of beyond their. I don't think it was something that they anticipated that they would come across with this whole cross save thing, but it's just something that it is what it is, kind of thing. And until they are able to cross that barrier, if they ever decide to do that,
I don't think they will.
I honestly don't think they will. But if they would, it wouldn't be for another year at least, if not two. So. Intermittent trade issues still.
That's weird. So, what other games do you guys have that we already have on our list here as well? I don't know. What do you want to see more of? This is also going to play into when we're doing subathon of these things. Did you guys enjoy when we did, what's it called? Scarlet Nexus? Because I could do more story games of that type as well, like RPG story-led games.
Mm-hmm. You could play Octopath Traveler if you want. I think that should be on your library. It's a Final Fantasy game. It's a cute game. I love it. No cross-save, cross-play 2 years or so ago. I think it was more like 4 years ago, Savant, because they've been talking about cross-play since 2019. And it's been in the works since then. Because it was at TennoCon 2019 when they had, I think it was Sheldon that ran up on stage playing it on the Switch with all four of them together. They announced it. Oh no, that's when they announced it on the Switch. It was 2020 they announced crossplay. So it's been about 4 years then.
So you're saying more retro story games? All right, I'm down with that. Retro story games, cool. I'm down.
Hey, it's all good, Savant. I'm there too. Yeah, exactly, Beerman. That's a good call.
What? Why are you staring at me? Why you gotta make it weird?
Why you gotta make it
Why you
weird?
gotta make it weird? The other thing I was gonna say too is not necessarily games, but is there anything you guys would like to see? You want me to do like building things or stuff? Like, I'll give you an idea. I've put siding on the house. Do you guys want to see a stream of that kind of thing?
We were contemplating that because here's the thing, though. He was supposed to do that like tomorrow. I don't know,
I don't know that I can. I'm just giving that as an example.
but like, yeah, stuff like that around the house. I don't know.
Or especially when we go to do the
Right,
whole
exactly, tragic.
conversion of
The
the garage into a streaming studio. Like, would you guys like to see that whole transformation of that?
It'd be a lot of you've watched paint dry on stream. We have done some building stuff previously, but
I'll say it like this. I have done construction. I am by no means a contractor. So it's not going to be this old house and very fast me doing it.
it's math.
It's going to be me doing a lot of complaining and a little bit of work.
And a lot of losing tools.
Yes.
Even though you just had it 5 seconds ago. I gotta say, that's the worst, absolute worst thing about doing construction or building things or whatever, is I just had this in my hands 5 seconds ago. Where the hell did it go? I haven't gone anywhere other than right here. It's gotta be here, and it's not small. Yeah.
You just did the thing. Oh, gotcha.
Oh, nice. There you go. Good call. So, Vorty,
Day
it'll
that
be a
ends in
day.
Y. Yes.
Right, yeah.
But I guess that's what I'm asking is like, do you guys want to see, if we were to do IRL stuff, would you want to see conventions? Would you want to see us doing construction things, us chilling by bonfire?
We did do a fire today, and honestly, I think Vorty and I, one, we needed to burn it because we had lots of like twigs and things like that just really needed to get. It was, our fire pit was, it's full. It was full. It's all empty now, but we finally had a chance. It was a beautiful day for it too. Like, it was, you didn't even need it. It was t-shirt and shorts weather today. And tomorrow and the next day is going to be even warmer. So, like, if there's anything that we need to get done outside, like, these are the days that we want to do it. And there's a couple of projects that I've got for Vorty that I want him to do. It's, of course, my honey-do list, you know.
Yeah.
And he was wondering if maybe he should stream it. Oh, that's awesome. To allow them to drill into the building. Well, that sucks, Savant, but at least they're willing to do that. As long as you're not at work. Hey, sounds good to me then, Ms. J. Wait, really? Like, it was seriously, like, almost 50 degrees today. It's 35 now, but, it was gorgeous weather today. Absolutely. It's a little windy, but not anything that was hindering the fire that we had running. What's the weather been like down there, Mav? Which it's usually the opposite way. You guys get the better weather than we do. We get all the snow and... Yeah, we're supposed to be like in the 60s though. On Wednesday and Thursday, like 54 to 60-ish degree weather. That's summer weather for us. That's crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself on the, maybe go out and mow the lawn. I don't know. 20 plus 10 millimeters that are still in your dad's truck somewhere. Wait, what?
Okay, you consider that one? Yeah.
You're not a real craftsman mechanic until your 10 millimeter is gone. Yeah, you know what's really funny? What were we doing? Where we needed that 10 millimeter, Vorty? Or
Something
14.
with the car.
Was it 14? No, it wasn't
No.
the car.
Generator.
No, it was just recently in the house.
Already lost my earbud.
Oh, what was it that we were doing? I can't remember. I don't know. We needed a socket for something, and he guessed it was probably the 10 millimeter. I found that one. And I found the 14, and he's like, no, it's not that one. That one's way too big. So I found the 10 millimeter, and I'm I'm like, nope, that's way too small. And so I end up after like a half an hour looking through, trying to find something else. He's like, oh, I guess it was a 14-inch or 14 millimeter.
I don't know why the 10 millimeter just gets lost though. Always.
Yeah, it's because it's the one's most used. 46-plus-year-old cable, 2 years of drop connection, slow service, and me pulling rank on them because you were Comcast. Hey, there you go. So where he's got who's I have 9, all of them, all the sizes, all the sizes, all the times. Wait, really? 12 and 18 inches? 59, wait, 59, do you mean 59 degrees or inches? Yeah, we got like all of them. Vorty has a whole drawer full of them. The problem is because they were his grandfathers, they were kind of organized at one point, but now they're not.
No,
So we
it
have to
wasn't
fish through
that
them.
it was just my grandfather's. It was like I was given a set when I was 18.
Holy crap, that's a lot of snow.
I was given another set at some point. Then there was some that were my grandfather's, and he worked in the shop, so he had certain sizes in abundance and not at all of others. And so I ended up with a random drawer of all these oddball sizes and types and everything because of that. And I also have opted to keep them because I'm trying to get a set together for both of the kids to have a full basic tool set that they can utilize and everything at will. I had to ask what some of these tools were because we have random stuff. So, okay, I'll say this. This house, my aunt lived in it at one point, and she was dating someone that did HVAC.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And before that, my uncle and great aunt, or my great aunt and great uncle, lived in the house, and he was a mechanic. And my grandparents traded houses with them, so because they had more kids, my great aunt, great uncle. So they got the bigger house. My grandparents were here. There's stuff from all of them that has existed
just
because
all left it
everyone
here.
kept everything.
And we're still getting rid of all the stuff, including our own crap. Like, I got enough crap as it is. I don't need everybody else's crap here. Give me a freaking break here. I'm
Like
dying.
I said,
I
at one
can't
point,
stand all this stuff.
because of my grandparents passing and their house and everything, and my mother's house and all that, between my mother and I, we had, I think it was 9 refrigerators.
Something like that.
It was 9. That was counting full-size freezers and everything. When I say full-size, I'm talking like
Chest
full
freezers.
stand-up freezer. Okay. So
Yeah, we're definitely doing good at slowly getting rid of things without anybody knowing.
I think we're down to 2, 3 refrigerators.
we have
Well, we have the full stand-up
one
and we have a chest freezer.
refrigerator, a full stand-up freezer by itself where you open the door, it's just a freezer with shelves in it. It's beautiful. Love it. Not even using it right now. It's just in the basement, ready to go if we do need it. And then we have a one at the top opens, the chest freezer that we put all this stuff in, and you can fit a lot of food in there. That's the one that we use mostly. Right, exactly. Savasi.
Yeah,
you
no,
got it.
I figured there's 4 of us, we got the daughter and all that stuff. So we need one for, we're just prepping for atomic bomb like they used to, where we just all hide in the refrigerator.
Refrigerators, so we're good.
Yeah. We don't have any of those old refrigerators though
Maverick,
that can
shut
live
up. I don't even. We had a kegerator. Do you not remember that?
that. Yeah.
Don't
We
even.
had a kegerator that came from
2 kegerator.
Okay,
I
listen.
finally got it.
my
to get rid of
father
it.
did a remodel on an old
It was old. Yeah.
what's it called? Ballroom of a restaurant and bar, and it had an upstairs ballroom. And
That they'd rent out for like events and things like that, and it had a full bar and everything. And they were renovating it, and it was still a really nice kegerator. the guy didn't care for it anymore and didn't want to sell it or anything like that. So he just gave it to his dad, and his dad had nowhere to keep it. So he's like, "Here, you take this." I'm like, "What are we supposed to do with this?" And it just sat there.
Yeah.
And then we finally, thank
It was
God.
a full-on 2 keg kegerator with a water dispenser and everything on it for commercial use.
So yeah.
See, Maverick, you've never heard that story? So when I worked initially as a manager in clothing retail, I had a guy come out of the dressing room in his underwear, and he's like, "I need a different size." I'm like, "Why is that?" He's like, "These pants are like a cheap hotel, no ballroom."
That's where you got that from?
Yes. Dude walked out in his whitey tighties.
Oh man. Yeah, it was a nice place actually, a really nice area that they were renovating, which is really sad because then it went like they renovated the whole thing. It was really nice.
That's nuts.
And then and then it closed down like not even a year later. It was really sad. Yeah, now the whole building is completely gone. Like that portion of the restaurant was closed down. It was like 2 restaurants in one. And now it's like completely demolished. They
And
leveled it to the ground.
we're talking about a restaurant that's existed
If you're
for
weird, yeah.
This thing was built in like the 60s, 70s.
Oh, at least the 60s, yeah.
And it's gone now because they didn't want to own it anymore, and it changed hands. And
Hey, bad luck charm, what's going on? How you doing? Sit up straight, 40.
what? I'm sitting up straight.
I'm not. That's all right. You redeemed it from him, so we're good. Briefs like a cheap hotel. Screw them. Get advice from Arnie. Go commando. Wow. No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. So how you doing, bad luck? How's your day going? Just not been. Hey, it's all good. That's all good. You're ridiculous, Matt. Less laundry to do. Well, yeah, that's true. Can't complain. Been running with the kid. Nice. Yeah, we had a lot of time outside with the chickens today, and there's something wrong with their stupid charging cord. I think I thought it was the square at first.
Yeah, they
But
have no fingers to use it properly.
Really, we go in there?
Yeah, that's what's wrong with their charging cord. They don't have fingers.
Yeah, no chicken fingers. Yep. Yeah, no. I don't know. I think it's because it's been so used. It's an old charging cable, whatever. So I'm gonna have to go pick a new one up tomorrow and see if that fixes the problem because the phone is just not staying charged long enough to actually keep the stream going. It only is going like for like an hour and a half ish at a time, then it dies. Matt, I can't recycle the same pair of pants long without the undies. Yep, that's true. So, and then also we had, oh man, it was nice having the fire running. It's still actually a little cozy outside right now.
Is it still burning out there right now?
Yeah, we should have checked on it on our break. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still going, but it was, when just before stream, I went and checked on it. I put the chickens away.
Turns out it was the cord. I had one phone that, because of pocket lint of how much I walked around,
We actually thought his phone was crapped out.
because I couldn't get it to charge at all.
and-
Every once in a great while, it would like kind of start
you have
retaining
to
a
hold
charge.
it like super specific.
We ended up taking a toothpick to it.
No, it was I think it was a
Toothpick.
clothing pin. Oh, maybe it was not a clothing pin, a pin, safety pin.
Toothpick. because I
Toothpick.
wouldn't use metal in the port for it.
That's true. I wouldn't have done that.
It was a toothpick.
And I cleaned it out, and I got it working back for him. So that was. I was shocked at how much pocket lint came out of that thing. It was crazy, like a lot was hiding in there, and it was an older phone. It was like. I'd say close to like 8 years ago or something that this happened. We haven't had that issue since then. Yeah, it was an iPhone. Yeah, it was, I don't know, probably like an iPhone 4 or something like that. It was an older phone. But yeah, got it working. The spin, right, that's exactly it. The spin dial kept getting stuck on the 9. It was terrible. That was the only time. I never had an issue with it, and he never had any other problems since then or before then. That's the only time we've ever had issues with it.
So we used to have one of those corded phones with like a 40-foot extended cord on it.
When he says we, he means him and his mother, not me.
We're talking like that 60s, 70s light green
Like they had in
avocado
Roseanne?
color. Yeah.
Like where the cord could stretch.
The
two
cord
rooms
could
across.
it could go to every room. I could go from the kitchen because it was mounted on the wall in the kitchen. I could go into my bedroom around the corner through the dining room with that phone. Okay. Like I couldn't go all the way into my room, but I could close the door to my room
Well,
and
if
be
you think
sitting
about
there.
it wasn't anything to those cords. It's not like it was crazy. I mean, other than having it all trying to bunch up and just dangling there on the floor.
Right.
Yes, exactly. That like kind of avocado, supposed to be avocado color, and it was more like baby diarrhea green. Why is baby diarrhea, or why is baby poop the color, the way that we describe that color? Why can't there be something else that's about that color?
Because since baby poop looks like that, why would we make anything else that color?
Because that's disgusting. I'm saying, why do we reference it as baby poop? Why don't we use something else like rotten avocado color or mossy rock color, or I don't know, like anything other than poop? Why do we call stuff as baby? Why do we do that? I don't understand that. I don't understand. It makes no sense. Nothing in the world has that exact color except for baby poop. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That's the only thing in the world that is that color.
Yeah, like think about it. What else is that color? Sun-dried avocado. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, it got bleached in the sun, an avocado. That'd be the only equivalent of it.
Welcome to the world. Okay, I'll give you that, Beerman. Good call. I guess me trying to make sense of the world is a very ridiculous request. That's the first thing your monkey brains can associate it with. Goose poop, goose turd green. Yeah, but why is it always got to be poop? Why can't it be something else?
Why would it be something? So that's the real question. Because, okay, I'm going to say this. It reminds me of that test they did in New York City where they had the professional chefs make fudge. And they shaped it like turds. And even though it was made by a professional chef and supposed to be the best fudge ever, nobody wanted to eat it. So why, if something would look like poo color, would I want to have it in any situation? It's not like poo has changed color over the years. Like, you know, in the 70s, our poo was slightly different.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing on that. I got nothing on that. We're apes, not monkeys. We think sex before poop. It still doesn't explain why we do that, though, Stella.
Green dryer at Sears. Did anyone here actually have that like curved fridge and the dryer and the washer and the refrigerator? Like,
Curved?
yeah, like the curved top with the chrome handles on it, that green color that looked like it would survive the apocalypse,
No.
refrigerator and everything.
We had the square one that had the freezer on top, the
You know what
fridge
I'm
on the
talking about,
bottom.
though,
Yeah,
right?
like the rounded ones that like they had in those old like bomb testing towns where they'd actually build a whole town and it was all just to be blown up and they
Yeah.
had mannequins and stuff like that stuff. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen.
that's what I mean.
No, not that. No. Definitely not. Look at how proof is in the pudding. The Death Star when that torpedo hit the exhaust. Wow. Really, Savant? Don't eat that. It reminds you of poop.
hold on.
Yeah,
What,
well,
what did Bad
that
Luck
too.
Charm say? Everyone's brain associated with the color. Yeah.
It's all good, Stella. We got you.
Don't eat that. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Eating your word. It happens. It's all good.
So, have you seen all the videos that have been coming out lately talking about how bad appliances are now because of the old fridges that had all the features on them?
No, I haven't seen that actually.
Let me see if I can find a reference of it. Old fridges had way more features. Okay. Viewers commented on old fridges had more features, blah, 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 blah. Like, here you go. 1956 fridge. Okay. Vintage fridge from 1956 has better features than the ones available now.
Oh, yeah. With
Okay.
all the slide out drawers and everything. Yeah.
But we're talking like the bottom drawers can fully flip around and they can pop out to be cleaned and everything. And they're metal and not plastic. And
oh, yeah.
See if I can
like
find.
They were back then, things were designed to not go bad. It was about
like,
the quality.
Here's one example.
Now it's about how quickly you can buy it.
Like this whole veggie thing here. It's got a full-on window in it and it slides in and everything. And we've got
like you could take the whole thing out and put it on your counter and take out what veggies and things you need, or just open it up while you're in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find
sort of better. Oh no, they were really cool, Savant.
Let me just see if we can like here's an old Frigidaire icebox commercial. 1956 commercial. Here we go.
Right, exactly. That would be great. But they're not going to do that because it means that our refrigerators would actually last a lot longer. Like there's a reason those old style fridges never died.
Man, I don't...
Right, that's exactly.
This is before we learned about marketing as well. So we have like the longest commercial in existence showing the kids coming home on a bike. Okay, here we go. Fridge design outside, ugly. Fridge design inside, functional.
Well, that is kind of sleek. And, you know, that's definitely a sink that's behind her.
But hold on.
That's a real kitchen that she's in.
But the whole thing is it's got slottings on the side where you can move the shelves easily. This isn't even one of the good ones. Oh, yeah, the fold down for butter. The like.
Yeah, this is not the one that we were
This is not the
talking
one.
about.
And it also lifts out. you can take it over to the sink when there's a fresh supply to be washed and put away.
All right, look. Inside. I want to see inside. Okay. I think it's this one. Here's the green one right here. Look at this. The ice tray on the bottom and everything where it folds down. You've got an actual tray to pull your stuff out. It's got the netting thing. It's
That's
got a
not the
full
one.
vegetable window. But no, this isn't even the high-end one. But there's all these designs of them.
That's mint green. Yeah, exactly.
I would not eat mint if it looked like baby poop.
It's not baby poop.
That's not it. There's one of them, though. It basically has a series of Lazy Susans inside of them to where the actual shelves spin around, but they're metal. And they showed that they could hold like 4 full gallons of milk on them just fine. And these are the fridges that they're heavy, but you could bring them in and drop them and they would still be just fine. Just for the lawsuit opportunity. Right. Bierman, that's not
Here
wrong.
it is, Vorty. I found it.
You found it? Can I pull up your screen?
Yeah, give me just a second to make this. Oh, I can't make this bigger, but
Ready?
should have it on.
Oh, ad break's going, but that's fine. So here.
No, I don't have NDI on apparently.
You now?
I do now.
Okay. Do you?
We ready? You let me know when you can see it.
We got ads up for one.
We'll wait just a second. 10 years, idiot throws it off buildings and sues a statement. That's
But here's the thing: do it now, but don't give a guarantee on it. Then
I don't know.
so here's
like,
the thing: it was what, probably 10 years ago, where they made those designs for phones in the U.S. that had interchangeable parts, so you could have better cameras on it. You could have whatever you wanted. So it was basically they made a stock model, so it cost you less, but then you got the upgrades for it, like buying a car or anything. We've done away with that in most markets now, including the auto market. You have to take all the options.
yeah.
Like, I just want a standard vehicle.
Why do I need all these extra bonus things? And I just want a basic car, you know?
So why wouldn't a fridge be the same? Especially if we have online ordering now.
Yeah. Like
Let me
you can
take the
pick all
base
those
model and then
options.
add the things to it.
Yeah. Add what I want. All right. So here we go. Community's back. We're back from the ad break. This is the fridge that Vorty and I were talking about. Ready?
I'm ready.
Fresh from 1963. So we got these metal shelves that would come out.
This
All
is
rotate
one
out.
example, by the way. I've seen a ton of videos of different things like this. But easy to clean as well. Yeah, look at that right there. That's what we need for the bottom shelves.
They even had heated butter things too. These slide off for cleaning. Look at that. There's the freezer. It came with the original receipt. I don't even want to know. $500. $497.
Which for the time, that was a lot. So that was a super high-end fridge.
That really was. But are the shelves strong enough for a gallon of milk? That's a 20-pound weight right there.
Yeah. But also, I remember moving some old fridges like that because that's what my grandfather had in his garage as well. And I'm going to say one thing about it. They are heavy.
Yeah, they are very heavy. Oh, because they were built well.
I would say that would probably be a viable competition to Amazon as if they started an appliance company that allowed you to start with stock models at a low price and add on features to it every step of the way and then order it that way. You hear what I just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Being able to order it the way that you want to, really. Being able to select exactly what you
In
want.
today's money would cost about 8,001. Yeah. So that was a super high end one. But start
But still, it was
how Amazon did, where they did books, do customizable appliances.
But here's the thing:
Let
a
me-
lot of the fridges you spend money on now are like $10,000, and they have nowhere near the same kind of features
Are
that
they
that one does.
10,000 now? I thought they were like 2,000.
Not the high end ones, but if you're going to talk about how that one was a high end fridge,
No, I'm saying even high end ones are like what, 4,500? They're not that much though.
let's go do a quick scan of Home Depot. Best refrigerator appliance store ever.
How much is? I don't know how much a fridge is. We've had 9 of them, so I haven't had to buy one.
Oh wow, only $1,000. 1,500. You can tell I haven't been shopping for appliances in a while. Let's see. Let's sort by price. Okay, sort by price. Sort by price, high to low. Here we
Well,
go.
I've been hit by my teammate more than the other team has hit the ball.
Yeah, $12,000. $12,000 for some fridges.
For Viking?
11,000.
What, Viking refrigerator? What is a...
Hey, Mr. Sandback, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, no, there's KitchenAid.
$14,000?
KitchenAid. I didn't know KitchenAid made refrigerators, but they're $12,000. Fridges are stupid expensive. Yeah. I was surprised to see that some of them were only $1,000. Honestly, for 11,000, I want that fridge to bring my beer. That's what I'm saying. Like, that particular fridge that we were looking at that video of, that's a high end refrigerator, and it had tons of options for that type of a fridge back then. For us to have a high end refrigerator, they don't have squat compared to the different options and things like that. Except, ooh, you got this ice maker, this cold water dispenser.
Yeah.
Like,
it's only 82% plastic in this one.
Yeah.
Like what?
Let me see what they got for Viking.
Yeah, check it
Viking fridge. Yep,
like,
that's. Let's see here. Oh, that I put wicking. Apparently, I can't spell. $14,689.
Now, with that
What the
price,
heck?
do they come with a guarantee?
That's like
then?
a commercial. No, that's not. I don't know what the.
Because here's the thing: for 14,000, I could build a room and put a walk-in freezer in my house.
I don't.
Because I think you can get a walk-in freezer for like 5,000.
I'm looking at this stuff and I don't understand why this is $15,000.
We're gonna look at refrigerators in just a moment. I have the site pulled up. We're gonna look at Viking fridges. Wait for this match to get over.
$900 with their discontinued ones. Yeah, like I would say about $1,000 is the average ish. Yeah, no, Samsung appliances are hot garbage. Do they really tragic that? Yeah, nope. That's just an interesting feature that would definitely go lose its luster pretty quickly. As a used car, it better be drivable too, right? An LCD for 3,600. Those, but they go out. So, Sandback, do you have a Viking fridge yourself? And if so, what is the feature that makes it so amazing? Because like this Viking fridge that I'm looking at, it's $12,689. It's got a 1-star rating. I mean, you could get them in like custom colors, so it looks really cool, and you can have it really match any kind of like in
It looks
raspberry color,
like the
cream.
equivalent of like getting RGB on your computer. Like it doesn't really do anything. It just costs more money and kind of looks pretty. Is there any defining characteristic that makes it worth said money?
That's not even like their high end one, too. I don't think.
I'm all for it. If you got the money to spend, that's cool. Like, but I guess regardless of the money, I'm looking for something that's going to have some functional
You
use
know
to
when it
it.
doesn't even have the price tag on it on their website? It's a little costly.
Oh, of course, we're going into overtime when I want to look at refrigerators.
Like, I don't understand what the. You can watch later. Okay, good, Miss J. Thank you. Wouldn't buy Samsung appliances because the US is only allowed a very limited amount of parts. Wait, what? Really? A camera inside so you can see what's inside your fridge on the screen. It's like super useful. So when I was
So
a
I can
little
see if
kid,
my vegetables are fresh without having to look at them.
no, when I was a little kid, I like kindergarten or first grade, we had to design some sort of a new innovative product. And I did design a see-through refrigerator so you could see what's in your fridge without having to open it up and lose because that's one of the biggest reasons why people's food goes bad so quickly is because you're constantly opening up the fridge and letting all the cold air out, and then it has to cool everything down all over again. And it causes the motor to work harder, all that kind of stuff. And I wanted something. I was
Okay, so
really,
they
really
sell
little.
Viking ones at Best Buy, but it's like 3-star rating for it. French door refrigerator. Okay, I mean
Under-counter
like
fridge.
cool Viking Professional 5 Series. Okay, let's look at this one.
An under-counter fridge. I didn't know that they made those. Just like a shorter style one. Not a lot of space for food though.
Work for me. All right, here, we're just gonna look it up over here. Viking fridge. Viking refrigerator. Here we go. I can't get it to open over there. All right. So we have like 1.5 star on build.com.
Yeah, I was looking at the one on build.com.
Let's go look at these. Let's go. All right. So
but I just don't see anything fancy about it. You do not have one.
I can
Just
get
know
it.
the brand. A few friends had stoves from them. Like it looks nice, but I just don't see anything that's justifiable for
Energy
the
Star rated.
price.
48-inch
Except
wide.
to say I spent $15,000 on
Hold
a
on,
refrigerator
okay,
and I'm a
I got it.
dumbass.
Hop in for updates? Not yet. It's 48 inches wide, 29 cubic feet. So it's extra large. Okay, so you can move stuff around. It's got a power thing
But there's
on it.
really nothing unique about it though.
I can put my fake soy milk in there. That's what they have on the shelf. I'm not just making fun of soy milk.
That's funny, Silk.
Yeah. They should have put box wine in there.
Yeah, I don't think that someone that's going to spend $15,000 on a fridge is going to have some Franzia in their.
Because they can't afford real wine after spending $14,000 on a fridge.
29 cubic feet isn't. I know that's what I'm saying. Like it's not that big compared to the normal refrigerators.
Let's see it. Okay, refrigeration. So I think the refrigerators are probably their after thing, and it looks like they do mainly cooking stuff. Okay, under counter refrigeration.
So like the stove. Look at the stoves.
Like check these out.
The under counter is usually like a wine machine.
So this is for like restaurants and stuff.
A wine cellar, yeah.
What am I looking for? Freestanding ranges, range tops, cooktops, ovens.
Look at ovens.
Ovens, okay.
Like a double oven.
Yeah, we're talking semi-professional series ovens here.
Yeah, those are not just your regular. So those ovens. Now, an oven, there's I can understand spending a lot of money on an oven because it gets a lot of use, and
it's got to be able to withstand
yeah,
huge range in temperature. That's cool.
has fridges up around that price too. Mostly professional cookware. Okay, so that makes more sense.
Built-in refrigeration, so I can get
But even still, like I don't know.
you can get all freezers side by side, bottom
You could
freezer,
say,
all freezers.
and I know there's a lot of people that are like that will buy it just for the name to say that they got a $15,000 refrigerator, and that's, you know what? If people want to do that, more power to them. They got money to blow on just something to say they got money.
They
then
look
cool.
nice, but this is my issue with it: is new stuff externally looks nice, but works like trash.
Yeah, it does.
And I haven't found anything that's like it looks good like this, but also works good like this. So hold on, I have to see this walk-in fridge. Like I want to buy.
Those are like
I want to
20
buy a
grand.
walk-in fridge right now. Okay, so no, I told you I get one for about $5,000. Look at this.
Well, apparently we did.
Like I can just go over and get myself an AmeriCooler, $5,900, and just have a walk-in fridge. Done. I like function, not form. I would sacrifice 10% function to have it look a little good.
I can see that.
But beyond that, no.
I do want it to look decent. Like I don't want some jalopy looking
like,
thing that I
if
still
possible,
spent,
I want it to match the color of the decor or something like that in some capacity. But
if you spend $5,000 on a crap walk-in, then why bother? Right? No, I agree with that for sure. But honestly, if you're buying a walk-in freezer, you're gonna want to buy something you're gonna want to spend more than $5,000 on it.
right,
because if it's something that you're gonna need the space, it's probably
so this is 5 feet.
professional commercial use.
It's almost 6 feet wide by 7 feet deep by 7 feet high. So this would be good for like a small business.
Like maybe a food truck or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
or like a small ice cream parlor or something.
but even then, I still wouldn't go with anything that cheap, to be honest. So, what is a bottomless pit of a fridge? And does not include a. Wait, what?
Pocket change out of fridge. Does not include. Wait, no refrigeration. Oh, that's not okay. So I'm buying a box for $5,900. At the point that you buy a box for $5,900 just for the sake of having it.
That
no
literally, it's a
refrigeration.
box. It's a walk-in box.
So without the refrigeration, this is just a panic room then? What?
That's why it's on sale from $13,000 to only $6,000, Vorty. Because they sold the refrigeration unit already to someone else.
Yeah, it got taken along with their catalytic converter. They're good. I can't.
Like, that is ridiculous.
Please, wait, Wayfair is selling
Wayfarer selling them?
Cooler Depot walk-in cooler refrigeration. I thought that was like a window unit for an AC.
Oh, no, I thought it was a window AC too. No, that's what you would add to that box that you just spent $6,000 on.
Insulated box. Yeah.
Wow.
I can't. All right, how about this one? Let's oh, this is on eBay. We good. Let's go to eBay. Let's see what we got.
Let's not go to eBay because
it's in the packaging. We're good.
It's still in the packaging.
Walk-in
Yeah,
refrigeration.
sure.
10 foot by 14 foot by 8 foot. Walk-in cooler.
Just spent $6,000. Yeah, exactly. Tragic.
Does this one come with refrigeration? Hold on. Ooh,
I'm not buying anything called Frickcool.
We got a video with it. Hold up. It's 16
Frickcool.
seconds.
Like freaking cool.
Okay, hold on.
Looks like a bathroom.
The music they were playing with it wasn't bad, other than the guy breathing deeply into it as it started.
Oh, because they put it together already?
Body bags extra. Yeah.
I know. This is like creepy
Hey,
stuff.
listen.
$20,000 seems a bit more
This one,
appropriate.
since we were talking about it earlier, this one's ADA accessible. It has a ramp. What?
Oh my gosh. For those that missed it, we were discussing there was a firefighter who got a job as a firefighter and then sued the firefighter or the fire department because he was afraid of fires and he wanted to claim disability and they wouldn't let him.
Yes.
Mind you, he did not fight any fires causing him to be afraid of fires. He just got the job and then tried suing them. That's why we were talking about disabilities earlier.
Oh, this one's got a door heater on it. So it heats the door so it doesn't make condensation when you open the door. So it heats the door, cools the thing.
Space is nice. I might get one. It'd be cool to enjoy my murder victims for a bit longer into the deep. Damn, Bierman. Dang.
All right. Well, this one's 8 foot by 14 foot, so that's good. You guys ever go shop for things you're never going to buy?
You know what's really funny though? Here in the Midwest, you know you're in the Midwest because when it's like just before the holidays, like around October-ish, maybe no, September-ish, they have all of the chest freezers and things like that for sale, and usually in front of the chest freezers.
One moment. Bierman, if you want to spend a little extra and go wild to keep the bodies in, this one's modular. Okay, go ahead.
The chest freezers, it says how many deer bodies you can fit inside of them. This one will fit 6 deer nicely. How many carcasses can you fit in here?
I see no problem here.
That's the Midwest. Yeah, it's all hunting. That's hunting season for us.
Our stand-up fridge could probably fit 5 deer.
And then our chest, the chest freezer,
2 deer.
I'd say 3. Because we got a quarter of a cow, and that only took up a tiny bit. 2, maybe 3. And the cow's a lot bigger, too. Some measure in square footage. We measure in carcasses. Right, exactly. 1 medium bison. Yep, that's exactly it. 8.5 square feet. Is it a wine fridge?
I could not do an undercounter fridge. I will say one cool thing that I don't see a whole lot of anymore is the built-in stoves that are built into the counters.
No, that's my parents have that.
Yeah, but I don't see them a whole lot.
Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, they have. It's very common.
I know people make them still, but it's not a common thing that exists compared to others. It is not very common.
Where I grew up, it's very common. Depending on where you're at.
I'm talking about comparatively to the models that are displayed at stores in which to purchase. No, it is not very common.
Half of them in Home Depot here where we live are just the stovetops, not connected to an oven.
That's a stove top. That is not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about then?
Like the one that my cousin has. Let's see if she gets it. Give her a moment.
Where it's just on the island?
Yes.
Yeah, like my parents.
No.
I'm not following.
I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cooktop. Yeah, built in. Yeah, so my parents have a double oven, and then further down on the counter they have their range. No, that's not what he's talking about. That second one is not what he's talking about.
I'm like not even paying attention to this game. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about at all. It actually has. The countertop would be here. It's built to have the sidewalls here, and then it dips in and goes down, so it catches any splash or anything built into the unit itself, which is not what your parents have in any capacity.
No, but they make those.
I am fully aware that they make those. Thank you. I
The
did
one
not
in
say
his
they-
cousin's
I
house
did not say
is
that they don't make them. I said they're not common, which
The-
is still the same answer that
the
I
one in his
originally
cousin's house is
gave.
probably like, and it's old.
Holy
Like her
crap.
boyfriend and I were talking actually. There's a lot of things that he wants to upgrade about that house, but he's thinking
Wow.
of selling it. But it's
Riggers, thank you so much for that.
Riggers. Hey, did you know that Riggers is spicy nice? He's not mean. He's spicy nice. I'm sorry I missed your chat the other day on stream last night. I saw it a little bit too late, and I'm so sorry. I felt like such an ass. But yes, thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate it. I don't know if he even knows what I'm talking about. I don't know if he even knows or remembers. He posted on Facebook a picture of a possum where it's like, everyone says I'm mean. I'm not mean. I'm just spicy nice. Was doing some steel pat. Oh, nice. So you're getting into it? Getting back into Warframe now that it's on PC. I'll tell you what, playing it on PC is just so much easier for some reason than loading up, like, because you can do so much on your PC rather than just play a game all at the same time. Console is like, it's just console. It's like more cozy gaming when you're doing it on a console, but ooh, a little chill. Get it, Vorty. Get that ball.
No, this game I'm kind of done with. I wasn't paying attention much, and I got Captain Ball Chase with me here, so I'm just playing around.
How much is that one, Wolf Fighter?
Which is what?
It's a cool little under the counter refrigerator.
Looks
like it's on clearance.
5 to 6 years. Order in for 5 years, right? Ooh, sweet, they're forfeiting. Good. In the suffering of my first loss tonight.
Yeah, I know. Like I got a little cold.
But
That's actually not bad price.
okay, so
Fighter.
that fridge at that time, with the features it had, back to what we were saying originally, would you say that current fridges that would equate to around 8,000 offer features that are comparable or better than that?
And that's what I was saying. They don't.
They don't.
They definitely don't.
They are more sleek looking and better looking and match things. So from a marketing standpoint, they're better. From a quality standpoint, they're worse.
Yeah, by far. Now it's wait, it's warmer for you, Tragic? That's weird. And yeah, that's exactly it, Stella. Like it's
So could we
perfect.
reference a chart, Becky?
Been able to get into stuff like Archon hunts and natural cells. Oh, cool. That's good then.
Nice.
Are you doing competitive?
Yeah.
Ranked matches? Cool. All right.
Except for I fell with the placement matches this last time, but
Ew, that sucks.
yeah, I'm just below diamond, but I've only played a few matches this season, so because I've been playing Palworld so much. What all have you guys been playing? Let's go down the list. Like,
Yeah. What kind of games you guys been playing? Hold
last
on.
3 games you've played. League, Enshrouded. I looked at Enshrouded. Wait, Sandbag, you've been playing Palworld as well? I just finished breeding all of our chickens for our farm. We got our... Wait, what?
Remember he said his buddy was getting into it and he wanted to talk to
Oh.
you about this stuff?
You never called me. That's right.
Because you blew him off.
No, I didn't.
No, we just got done from a polar bear plunge when you were trying to call, and we were driving home.
My fault.
And it was a long drive, and he was sleeping. I was exhausted. We were in Sault Ste. Marie, so like way up right by the border of Canada. And oh, they almost made it. And then we had to work when we got home. And then you didn't call later.
No, I didn't. We had a lot going on recently.
Oh, you did get Forspoken, Mav? How are you liking Forspoken? EVE
Worms?
Online Warframe. Wait, you're still playing Ark? Tragic?
I still never heard back about Prince Persia.
I got a key. I told you I got a key.
I might do that soon.
It's not on Steam, so you can't steal my game key.
Well, I thought I got a response as well that had the
know.
same thing. I don't know. I'll look.
Kind of play Ark? Oh, okay. The demo for Homeworld 3 came out yesterday. There's a lot. So we've got yeah, but no, if you want to play on our server, we might have to up the players here soon, but we got to talk. Oh shoot, it's been like a week since they wanted to talk to us. I feel like a jerk.
Ooh, you gotta finish a sentence. Like you got like 3 sentences deep here, and haven't finished one of them.
G Portal.
I got you now, but
need to get.
You know,
bees
we got,
again?
and then
I'm done with him and his crap. Get it. Oh, that's in. Yeah, that was nice. Windshield wipers. Wait, what? Forgot the dude's name. Wait, what? We also went to our neighbors today, and we each gave them a dozen eggs, and we said our chickens said sorry for being chickens. It's their which is funny because
so when we went outside today, the chickens left our yard and decided to go just hang out at the neighbor's driveway.
They never do that, but today, one day that we decided to give our neighbors
walking
eggs,
in the driveway, just eating their gravel,
chilling in the neighbor's driveway. Like, what the heck are you guys even doing over here? Which they don't care. Our neighbors are really cool about it. They don't mind, but actually, they love our chickens.
We've decided the chickens are fun. We can go to conventions, not have to worry about them too much. Like, they're just a great thing for us to have. Since we don't have other pets and stuff now, great. Perfect.
Prince Harry of Prussia was the one who developed the windshield wipers. I didn't know that. Prince Henry. Need to get bees again? Wait, bees? Oh, you mean in Ark Project?
Oh, I missed it. Oh, he got it. Good.
Oh, and Savante. Those are good games too. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of games that are out right now. The demos and stuff for what's it called? Steam has their whole Next Fest happening right now with tons and tons of free demos. So if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you check it out. No, I didn't know. Maybe you were talking about Palworld. I'm like, wait, did you get some Palworld without telling me? Yeah, no, Next Fest is gonna be really cool. Hey, what's going on, Keebs? How you doing? Last couple of games you played was Farm Sim 22, MLB The Show 23. That one's 7 Days to Die, and wait, there's a car mechanic sim. I bet that one's actually kind of fun. Do you have to actually diagnose and figure out what the problem is from just like them giving you symptoms, or does it tell you what to do? How about you, Keeves? What kind of games have you been playing?
Keebs, how you doing?
Trying to hold out a little bit more. Yeah, I'd say like maybe another half an hour or so, then pass out. 8 p.m. is a little early. Cause you problems. You'll be up all night long if that's the case. Take a short 2-hour nap and then you'll be up the rest of the night. Warframe. I'll tell you what, since cross save, it's made things a little bit easier for me. And I still have to get my Xbox account saved over too. And I got to do my tests, my master rank test. I messed up. I should have had my PlayStation be my primary platform, and instead I did the PC account. So now I've got to redo all my master rank tests. But I should be ready to go to LR3 at least. Because I'm only missing like 20 weapons. Most of them are Kuba weapons. The Kuba Lich weapons. No. The Sisters. Sisters of Parvo, sorry. Not the Liches. I'm only missing 3 Lich weapons. No one... Oh, you got LR2 last night? Nice. Yeah, I'm stuck on 28. It's been a while since I've done it, and I just haven't used Nidus in a while. I used Nidus for my 28 test, where you have to basically throw the canister at the enemies and then kill them all within a certain time, and then go get the other canister. You have to kill 60 enemies. It's not difficult. It's just a pain in the ass.
Come on.
Nidus is who I used for it. What did you guys use for that particular test if you are past that one? MR19 test. Actually, MR19 is not tough at all, riggers. That's one of my YouTube videos. If you want to go check it out, use Wisp, because Wisp's passive is she's invisible to enemies as long as she's jumping in the air. So if you are constantly jumping and then you just jump right up to an enemy and kill them, and no one is the wiser. They don't see you. They don't set off any alarms, and you can go, once you kill the enemies, then you go and kill the stuff, rescue the hostage, and get on out. You use Nidus? Yeah.
Single sister. I have not gotten a single sister weapon either. I don't know if you know that.
I've gotten, I think, 2 or 3 sister weapons, but I got all the rest of them to do. Longer and faster flight. No, try it. I'm telling you, try it with Wisp. It is like a joke using Wisp for 19. Just keep jumping, and not like crazy jumping. You don't have to bullet jump. Just jump, 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 jump. Just stay in the air. Tenet Archiplasmor, you can't put it down. I want the Tenet Archiplasmor. That's the one weapon that I really did want. And I couldn't get it. I'm going to try and go for that one, though, because I love the Archiplasmor itself. Between that and the Ignis Wraith, those are my 2 favorites. When you get your first sister. Nice. Do you get to choose? You get to see what the weapon is now and decide you don't want that one now, right?
The Archiplasmor itself used to be a good weapon.
It still is a great weapon. Don't shrug your shoulders like that at me, Chief.
Oh, I twitched a little.
Don't. Yeah, no. How fast the enemy spawns? Yeah, no. Like I said, if you're just bunny hopping all over the place with Wisp, they don't even see you. You can jump right next to them and they still don't even see you. Just melee them. That's what I do. Because it's nice and silent. It doesn't alert any others. Go get the white balls and you're good to go. Because they're actually pretty far spaced out. So it's no big deal.
Destiny 2. So, Keeves, you still playing Destiny 2? I thought a lot of people stepped away from Destiny 2 because of recent updates. Most of the people I've talked to are like, I'm done with it.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that, Pyro.
Completely cycle through, or you get...
That's
oh,
good.
wow.
Like a month for a little PvP? Okay.
So I gotta say, I am one of the few people that, when I do play it, I've enjoyed Gambit. Like, I actually enjoyed playing Gambit. I enjoy the PvP in it. It's fun. The only thing I don't enjoy that keeps me away from the game is the fact I got into it late. So I always feel like I'm just mindlessly going after nodes that I have no clue as to why I'm doing it. because of how they've changed the story and sunsetted certain things. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
flow as a what I would call new player.
I mean, it's been that way for a while though. Very not new player
Yeah.
friendly.
I've always wanted to get involved in it. It's like I'm sitting outside, envious of it, looking through the window, going, "Wow, it would be great to love this game." But
I just can't get into it.
every time I'm like, "Okay, so what am I doing now?" And they're like, "Whatever you want." I'm like, "Well, what I want to do is Alt F4 then." Because if anyone tells me you do whatever you want in a game, then I don't want to play it. Like, that's why most sandbox games don't appeal to me. Like,
He's also
you can
an
do
ass,
whatever you want. Well, what I want is for a game to tell me what the hell to do, because I'm playing it to release from having to choose what the hell I do every day. Just saying.
Follow the quest, but honestly, you mostly play for PvP. Well, yeah, but you are also like end game with that game anyways. You've gotten everything that you need. You don't really have to do anything for it, you know?
Yeah, and Beerman, that was the appeal of WoW to me. It's like, okay, I do the thing. I can play through story. Now what do I do? Okay, cool. I can go do raids. I can do this. There's recommended things. Like,
Well, not
cool.
only that, but the achievements and things like that, that also kind of push you in another direction if you want to do the achievement hunting, which I loved getting the achievements. That was my thing.
Yeah, Pyro. And then even when I did get into the quests, it was like, okay, what's the priority? And I've asked people that. I'm like, what's the priority I should be doing if I want to get into, like, let's say more PvP, or if I wanted to do these other, but do whatever. Just follow a quest line and like get that weapon and do the.
And it just didn't seem.
Yeah. So then I tried to start some of them. And they're like, you're not going to be able to do that yet. I'm like, well, why the hell am I? Then I can't just do whatever I want then, because that's what I chose to do. And you're telling me it's trash.
EVE Online. Do what you want to be. Be an investment banker. Be a pirate. Be a bounty hunter. Yeah. Wait. You can actually be a salt miner. That's ridiculous.
Well, okay, so Keeves, I'll say the same thing. Like, I'm going to say this about Warframe, and here's the thing: I stand by Warframe. I want to be clear before people get their feathers all ruffled up here about it. But I'm going to say, Warframe for the longest time, and I don't know if it still holds true, had 5% player retention after first mission. Okay, that means 19 out of 20 people stop playing the game before they finish the first mission. Okay.
Yep. Feathers ruffled. Continue. Both Makers and Beerman.
Yeah, that's fine. Do what you want. No, do whatever you want. Ruffle them feathers. And I feel that Destiny follows that same issue. And the biggest thing is giving too much to new players too early. There has to be some linear flow to a game at the initial portion of it, where it's like, do these things.
So I'll say this.
Hold on. That was the issue I had with when the first open world came out. They went, nope, we're not going to give you it at MR12. We're going to go ahead and lower it down to MR2 and just make it super easy and everyone can go in. That should have been later game stuff. Later game stuff. So that new players still experience the game as a normal flow of things. And that's where Destiny really ran into the problem worse. Because as they started to sunset things and pulled stuff out, they didn't go, here's the flow.
Well, and I'll say this too, though, with Warframe, they did much better with the new player experience, the initial quest. But it's still not really a tutorial. Like, it tells you how to pick up your weapon, and it tells you how to change your weapons, how to jump and all that, but it doesn't tell you how to mod.
Hold on.
It doesn't tell you how, like, this is my biggest thing. It doesn't tell you what the symbols mean.
Hold on, I got the answer
the top here. By your health and everything.
Hold on, I have the answer here. This is a simple answer, and this is what game devs need to understand, okay? We're going to put a little ball on the top, and there's a thing here. Not drawn. What you think I am? Okay. So this is what's called a line stanchion, okay? And it's used to control the flow of traffic. And you put dividers up.
That does not look like
so then it goes to the next line stanchion. No, that's not what that's why I said it. Okay. And then it keeps traffic flow. Now from overhead, you have your line stanchions that go here and it makes the line move from here. There's a spot there and a spot there and a spot there. And then your line flows through it. Okay.
Yeah, right.
And then you can even put another one here and like make it go around a corner, come back around this way if your line gets long, like they do at amusement parks. So then it comes around this way. Okay. And then your line keeps flowing. This is what the games need to understand. Traffic flow early game should make sense.
Well, in Warframe, they do that. However, there's a lot of things that they missed out on, like describing how to do modding on your weapons, on your Warframes, and things like that. And then also,
If they do that in Warframe, then I wouldn't have MR2 people going in to get their things in open world and trying to kill Eidolons. So that's not true at all.
so you're saying they do tell people how to mod.
No, they don't give people direction
That's
in
what I'm saying.
straightforward fashion. They don't.
They tell you to
You
go.
said they do. And they
tell
do
you,
not.
like, did you not hear what I said? They tell people how to get your weapon, how to swap out to different weapons, how to jump, how to bullet jump, all that kind of stuff. Oh, all right, fine. Go ahead.
I'm talking about the flow of the game. Yeah, right there. See? Straight up, the longest time in Warframe, I just auto-modded everything.
Not gonna lie, I do that for a lot of weapons. I'm just gonna plan on leveling and then have nothing to do with them ever again.
Yeah.
I put it on auto mod real quick because I can't be bothered to look at what the stats are or anything. I just hit that button and then level it up and then throw it away.
The only time
For
I've
its
hit
MR
auto,
fodder.
the only time I've hit auto-mod is just to make people mad that know that I put
And
builds
that
on
too.
things. I'm like, we're gonna do my best mod.
And it's funny. I love pissing off people too. I don't care. You can do any. You can half the time. I don't even put mods on my weapons. I'm like, oh, was I supposed to do that? Oops. You can still kill the enemies. It's fine. It's no big deal.
You've never used auto mods? Log in right now and go auto mod some.
Pin a rose on your nose, Matt.
And if you auto mod now for the first time, just know it's better than it used to be.
It actually is. It's pretty decent. It'll get you through a mission. But unmodded weapons as well with 0 mods on it will still get you through a mission. So just saying. It still is though. Don't even waste your time for that. Serration split chamber, one of the 60/60s.
Weapon,
Yeah, it pretty much
right.
pyro, and that's honestly what auto mod does for the most part for my weapons. Like I'll glance at the stuff it puts on, I'm like, yep, looks good enough. Let's go.
I've said it before. I think auto mod should be something we can pre-program so that we can set it up to go. I want A, B, C, and D on every weapon,
Yeah,
and it just drops those on the moment I get a new weapon.
that would be cool. As a hybrid setup and go, yeah, yeah, because it works for pretty much everything.
Yep. So I guess that's what I would say for Warframe. It'd be quality of life things, things to make it a little easier.
But like I said, they never described what any of the when you get status effects and things on you, they never describe what any of those things mean at all. Those little images that are up above your name, your not your name, but your health and shield and all that. I never know what any of those mean. I mean, I've gotten an idea of what most of them are,
to the
but
actual stuff when you go to your ship
I
for the
can't
first
hear.
time, it does say that.
I can't hear squat. So yeah.
But what about if you start with the other way of doing it? Start with Drifter and blah 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 and all that stuff. Now I don't even know what that looks like.
I don't know. Escape mid mission and you can mouse over them. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. As long as they stay on you though long enough, because I would assume that they fall off and they wouldn't still be there.
I've also said as well that Warframe needs to be all of Earth is solo, except for open world when it opens up. It should be completely solo. So because the biggest complaint I hear from people is I get into mission and everyone's just running through it super fast and I don't get to see anything and I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, and that teaches you right from the get-go, just race to the end and not anything to do in the missions. It's AoE damage. Come on, Matt, you know this. If you're solo, it pauses. Oh, okay, cool. play with a fully modded frame to let you. Right, exactly, Beerman. Like, there's a lot of ways that they could do this, and I know
Or make your first clear of every mission solo.
of every type of mission.
Every mission in the game, every node, solo for your first clear.
Well, what if you can't clear it?
Then you don't get to complete that mission and you can't play it as a party.
I don't like that idea.
I love that idea because then I don't have an MR2 trying to do Eidolons with it.
I do agree with that. I don't think that they should have allowed MR2s in open world, honestly. And I was one of those MR2s because I was new to the game when Eidolons and stuff were out, and everyone was rushing me through to do an Eidolon hunt with me to get me, the shards and the arcanes and all that. But I shouldn't have been there. I should not have been there. And I remember when Fortuna came out, I was only MR5, and on PC, 5 or 7 on PC. And I should not, the stuff in Fortuna kicked my butt because I didn't have any mods. I didn't have any guns. I didn't have anything. And I was nowhere near ready to be out there in Fortuna.
See, I said the open world should have been 12, 15, and 20 for mastery.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the whole thing. It doesn't serve to help either side. The new player is not going to learn anything in open world coming in there like that. And the existing player is just going to get pissed because the other person can't carry their own weight.
Well, and then also you get the option to do Eidolons, and people join up just to do random bounties, and they're not helping you win the Eidolon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why that would even be a thing. Like, if you shouldn't be allowed to do bounties while you're doing an Eidolon.
Well, and the other thing, as a new player, it also has completely different resource sets. So you're slowing yourself down on building all the other stuff you can get from the normal systems for something that's completely isolated on an island by itself.
Right.
Because outside of very few things that aren't in that zone, those resources are just for those things.
I mean, to be honest, Pyro, I've got enough experience to be LR3 probably, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. So
Yeah,
master rank doesn't mean anything.
I guess at this point, though,
I do
Pyro,
know.
the
I
reason
do know,
I say
but-
20 is it's so easy to hit 20 now with everything going on that just hands you MR along the way.
It honestly, it is ridiculous, and people can hit MR20 in no time. The only thing that's holding them back is doing the tests. Hey, you have to wait for 24 hours in order to do the test. That's the only thing that's holding people back. Because I've seen people blow through it in days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I keep forgetting. I need to go log in and see, because I merged my PC and PlayStation account, and they were both like, my Railjack was like 9s across the board, and my PC was like 9s across the board. I should have enough intrinsics to max out my Railjack now, as well as my Drifter, I think. I don't know if I did any, I don't think I did Devarian PlayStation, but
guys, I will be making a decision of whether I'm going to revert back my account to just before.
you are going to?
I said
Oh.
I'm going to make a decision
Okay.
on whether I'm going to revert back my account or if I'm just going to push forward. I don't know yet. So that I can actually start playing the game again. But
And I agree with that, Bierman.
because if I revert it back, I lose any progress that I get on Warframe right now. So I have to wait for them to do that.
Yeah. It sucks. I mean, it makes sense because I had to revert both accounts, and it,
Yeah. But I do have Gauss Prime I'll be giving away soon.
which you got to do like this week, next week.
Don't tell me my business. I'll do it soon. Maybe we'll do something fun like a Captura event. You guys want to have a video compilation of who can do the best, like teabag Captura or something for Gauss Prime?
I don't know. Whenever they give it to you, Matt. I'm not DE's secretary. Change of pace. We're doing something funny.
Listen, Beerman, I know most of you guys are older than me, so I try to make sure I don't get your heart rate going too much with too much excitement there.
Wow. You asked for that though, Beerman.
I'm just looking out for everyone. That's how much I care.
Sure. And guess what? Everybody totally believes you, 40. Which means someone's birthday's coming up. In what, like 2-3 months? Daily insurance wealth. Oh my gosh. BS. Yep. For sure, Earl.
But on that note, guys, Twyla's going to be live in about 10 minutes.
Yep.
And so
Gotta do that thing.
it is about that time right now. And
It is that time.
It is that time.
I need a
And
snack beforehand.
yeah, I'm a little hungry actually. As a reminder, I'll be here. What is tomorrow? Wednesday?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
I will be here tomorrow. Normal Thursday off. I will not potentially be here Friday. I'll have an answer more tomorrow because I'm going to confirm what time we're going up north and everything on Friday.
No, I totally get that, Beerman. Yeah, get your work done.
I'm coming to terms with it still.
It's tough. Aging, I don't like it. I'm still 27.
And I have this other problem. I now am married for this amount of time, and my wife won't let me backflip a bike into the river and things like that. She's like, "You're going to hurt yourself." Listen, I got nothing, but
You're not going to. No.
I want to now just out of principle.
No one said that they were ever going to TikTok, so nice start. Nice try.
I said that.
Good thing it wasn't for your channel. No.
So,
nice try.
on that note, got a couple games upcoming. We've got
Bad enough I had to show them on stream. Me, Chunky Duncan. Hell no.
listen, I
got ripped enough to shreds from
I
just
have
the
said
people
it
that like
already.
me. I do not want that stuff on the internet for random people to tell me how nasty I look.
No, I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I then see these full-size photos of me and I look like I ate a younger version of myself. And it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like Highlander, there can be only one. If it was truly Highlander and you were consuming all the others, or like Jet Li, the one, you would look like me because I've gained more mass due to consuming the other iterations of myself.
Hey, Adam, what's going on?
So that happened.
Yeah, just a little bit there.
What I'm trying to say is that I'm the epitome of peak male form.
Oh, wow.
There it is. Tell your friends and neighbors.
They can. Oh, nice. That'd be awesome. Oh, that's right. Yes. Fighter, don't get him started on that one. Nope.
And on that note, Twyla will be live in about 10 minutes. Guys, thank you for being here today.
Thanks, guys.
Glad you respect what?
People like that.
Oh, man. Yes.
Wow, Beerman.
So, all the purple things you see in chat, click the things, hit the follow, the hearts, the likes, the things, boost the algorithm, do the stuff. What?
That's already thinking he's cute.
They're fine. If you actually like us and care, you'll click those buttons and help support us in these
dire times.
Sure. Let's go with that. All right. Guys, have a wonderful night. I'll see you again tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye now.
Bye.